Attention college students. Are you having trouble punching up that term paper?
Yeah, my professor is killing me.
Need to doctor your dissertation?
Oh man, would I ever?
Impress your professors with a flurry of words from the new Vossopedia Online.
Awesome!
Simply type in your question and Vossopedia spits out the appropriate terminology.
What's the capital of Georgia?
Alana.
Wow, it's so easy.
Man, I can't remember the name of the U.S. prison in Cuba.
Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, that's right.
Vossopedia Online is the most useful research tool since the paperweight.
What's the name of that mountain with the president's faces?
Mountain in Rushmore.
Oh man, I'm a fucking idiot, of course.
What festivity is celebrated with booze and muggings in New Orleans?
Mardi Gras.
Here comes another
Stutter,
A.
stammer, and slobber your way through college with helpful hints from Vossopedia Online.
What does IQ stand for?
Intellectual quiz.
Man, this is a lifesaver. Thanks, Vossopedia.
Good morning. Thanks for calling Radio Shack. My name is Danny. How can I help you?
I used to have the thing on my... Yeah.
Into your router settings.
Okay, so I log in. I find this shit right here.
Yeah, exactly right. So get in there and then, make sure that your Wi-Fi is enabled.
But where do you fucking wire it into?
Well, I mean, it should just be wired right from your cable modem. It should just be right in there.
Yeah. Why? How do you know that?
Because that's just how it works.
Are you talking about the hot, the heavy, thick wire you're talking about?
You mean like a Cat5?
You're talking about
Ethernet cable?
Yeah, I think they call them hot wires.
Firewire?
Firewire.
Dude, do you need like a universal AC adapter or a soldering iron?
What's that?
Dude, let me just get back to work, man. Like, can you open a browser and get to the web?
So it's wireless. It's a wireless connection.
Yeah, it's wireless. It's a wireless connection. Are you on the web?
Okay, so now...
Can you go to a website? Can you do that?
You hook it up, okay?
Are you listening? Are you listening to me? Can you open a browser and go to your homepage?
Is it that easy?
Yes!
Click. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I see it.
Jeez.
Bingo! We have a winner. Is that it? Is that it for good? Am I set for life?
Yeah, that's it, dude. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you for helping me.
Yeah, man, no problem, dude.
There were some other tech questions I needed. Oh, Facebook.
No!
I'm up to my limit of friends.
No! If you want a cordless phone or some LEDs,
I'm up to my limit of friends, 5,000.
I'm not helping you.
I think somebody set up a fan page.
I'm hanging up!
How do I get people to go there instead of sending me friend requests?
Very busy day. I just walked by the fishbowl, and the listeners are there and ready to go for Car Crash Comedy.
Yes.
So,
and one of the contestants is in studio.
yeah. What's your name, sir?
Whoa.
And how long have you been doing comedy?
This is crazy. I bought my car in the shop the other day. I had to get a rental car, and it had Sirius, and I don't have Sirius in my car. And I'm listening.
Sirius?
I said Sirius. Okay.
Sirius? Okay.
I said
Sorry.
Sirius. So I'm listening to Raw Dog or the comedy, and even though you're jaded, I'm going, oh, this stinks. This stinks.
Yeah.
And I'm listening. I'm going, this really stinks. And then it hits me. It was me. I'm going, God, what a lisp. Who would talk like that?
This guy sucks.
He's horrible. So I kept giving it. I go, let me give it another shot. And it didn't turn me around on me.
How hot is this fucking Gossip Girl? I didn't know she was only 17. She was in the other day. I was taping for the Boneyard, and I fucking sit in the glass studio.
Yeah. Taylor Momsen.
Dude, I look out, and literally she's taking pictures with, like, Roland and the guys, and her fucking ass cheeks are hanging out of her dress. I had to go out and get a shot with her. She is fucking sexy, man.
She's
Look how tall she is.
Yeah, she's great.
Very leggy. You don't think the girl yesterday was sexy?
I loved her. Malin Ackerman, she was phenomenal.
Loved her.
Phenomenal.
I don't know who you're talking about, so I'm trying to compare to decide who's hotter.
That chick right there.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Look at
Yeah.
that. I mean, come on.
What's that?
Her thumbs.
Her awful thumbs.
Oh my God.
Cares?
Malin, yeah.
Look how nice. See how thick. When that went into your ass, you would definitely feel it.
Yeah,
It would get stuck in
noticed
there.
that?
Immediately.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, try to find something wrong with her. You
Well,
got
no,
it.
you just
never.
notice it though, but it's not even to try to find it. It just happens.
I wasn't looking at her hands. I saw that picture. I'm like, oh my God. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, those bulbous thumbs.
That didn't matter though. Megan Fox has
Yeah,
them.
whatever.
She's
When you go,
a
go.
good-looking
Has 'em?
gal.
Yeah.
I don't have them. Conscious of it.
Oh yeah. Let me see. No one looks at you.
What, your thumbs?
I got stubby thumbs too.
Yeah. He's a little
There
thumb.
might be other people in my family that have it worse.
Whenever he throws a punch, his thumb just flops out because he can't. There's not enough tuck.
I got to awkwardly curl the one nail a little longer so it looks like a real thumbnail. Ugh.
That's a little guy.
And then the right one's sort of okay.
That's a little guy.
It's a little.
You got little guy thumbs.
Just be happy you're the race that has thumbs.
Jesus, Rich. Rich Voss, everyone. Rich Voss.
But, you know, could be a lizard.
Kevin Smith's going to be here very soon, too, and then we're going to move over to the Fishbowl to do some comedy.
Right.
So we're looking for the world's most typical human being. You got an answer for this, Rich?
Most
a guess?
typical?
Yeah.
In the world.
Well,
It's like
Think the entire world. How old
average-
is the person? What does he look like? How much does he make a year?
the average earthling.
I'll tell you the truth. I
Yeah.
tweeted this or whatever you call it. I was on the plane the other day coming back from Atlanta, and there was a guy. He must have been 37, 38. We're in first class. I'm
Of course.
upgraded or bumped up. And I'm sitting there, and he's watching 2.5 Men, and he's laughing. And I wanted to just fucking put a shiv in his fucking neck. I'm going, you're an adult, and you're laughing at this? So that's your typical fucking American that would just sit and laugh at 2.5 Men, but probably be offended by Patrice or Louis C.K. or
Well,
something.
It's
Yeah,
not
of
as
course.
2.5 Men. I watched an episode one time and I wanted to hate it.
It's not that bad.
The writing was actually
I
edgier
hate to
than
admit.
most sitcoms. I was
Yeah.
surprised with some of the lines they did.
But just the keyword sitcom. It's
Yeah, they take a few more chances, and they're a little edgier than the average sitcom. I still wouldn't watch weekly, but I did take a peek too, and it's
he's
not
the
that
typical
bad.
guy.
What do you think? Typical world's most typical human being.
Yeah.
You got the
Typical human being. What's the makeup? If
For example-
if they walked in here, what would they be?
Jimmy has two answers: a 25-year-old Muslim that makes what do you say,
8,000
a year, or a 30-year-old Asian
Asian
woman
woman.
that makes
8,000. Yeah.
8,000.
8,000.
Same pay.
Oh,
I
it was the
stuck-
same pay?
I stuck
Yeah.
to that, yeah.
And what about the
Typical.
Mexican guy though?
What do you think of
The most
typical?
common person right now on the planet.
Yeah, what would be the most common person on the planet?
Safe to
someone
say
that
he's not
hates my
Jewish.
people.
An anti-Semite?
Wait a minute. You know what?
Probably a designer in fucking Italy.
Oh, yes.
You know what? It's a fucking baby.
A baby.
Really?
Yeah, or a
Uncle
youngster.
Paul?
No, it's a youngster.
A youngster?
Yes.
So what's the makeup,
Because-
age, and income?
An Asian a youngster
Yeah.
with no income.
Asian youngster, no income is that would be the average earthling.
The most common earthling
most
right now.
common.
Oh,
Earthling.
and we forgot the most important part of this
What?
quiz: his demeanor.
Oh, right.
Cries a lot.
I said
A crying baby. That's
fucked up.
Anthony.
I fucked up by saying his demeanor. So it is a guy. So that's part of the puzzle. So it is a guy. Final answers.
I don't know. I'll
Rich?
stick with my
I want to know what Rich would think.
instead of Asian female, Asian male.
Asian male, 30.
Typical. I don't understand. Typical. What
The
you
most
mean.
common type of person. Like, what is the most common human in the planet?
See, we're
Well,
stupid.
Tommy,
we
you're
think.
saying, are you saying the most numbers wise?
All right, you're just a dumb man. You're just a dumb
Why
man.
am I a dumb man? Typical.
What does typical mean?
It's the most.
typical. It's a guy. No, that's
typical.
Muslims are not typical. They're extremists, most of them. Or
No, but that's the most common religion.
so it's common, not typical. There's a difference between common and typical.
Not really. Not in this sense.
Not in this sense.
We mean the most common.
You're just talking the most. Yeah.
You're really, yeah. Just, what do you think? See, in our dumb world, we think it's a white guy because that's all we basically know. But for the whole world, what is it? Most common, fine.
Then it would have to be throughout the world Muslim because there's more of
Right.
them every fucking where.
And how old is the Muslim?
Well, okay, probably like I would say 21 or 19 years old. 19-year-old Muslim
Okay. How much does he make?
under the table.
Let's get the answer.
How did you ruin an already awful quiz?
Oh my God! It's just like Jimmy had fun answers. One of
Enjoy that
Jimmy's
show.
answers was a 6'9" Mexican that makes $2.3
billion a month.
Yeah, but I still say it with glasses. No, with a monocle.
Monocle.
Well, the headline is Chinese men are mean. The world's most typical human being is a 28-year-old Han Chinese man who speaks Mandarin and owns a cell phone. National Geographic found that the Hans are the world's largest ethnic group. 28 is the world's median age, and most people own cell phones.
So I was right, almost.
You were
When I
pretty-
said 30-year-old woman. I mean, Asian, I was right.
They were pretty
Yeah.
close. In their massive study, the magazine also found that there are more men than women worldwide, just barely, so it's very close. More right-handers than there are left-handers. And the average person makes less than $12,000 a year. The average human being makes less than $12,000.
That's why I was kind of close with
Ace. You guys get together and decide on this bit together? Or
it's not a bit. It's a little bit of information.
Fucking the worst filler I've ever done in this radio station. Okay? You guys are fucking...
But less than 25% of the world's population has a bank account. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Less than 25%.
Wow, they go to check cashing.
The average male height in Holland is 5'11". Peru's typical man is just 5'4.5".
Oh, shit, I'd be a giant over there.
Short people.
Women in Japan typically live to the age of 86. Women in Afghanistan, want to guess?
30.
45.
No.
Average woman in Afghanistan makes it to 45. You got to be shitting me. And then it goes on to, oh, this is actually bad. The average American uses 100 gallons of water at home per day, while people in parts of Ethiopia use just 2.5 gallons of water each day.
Well, dig a fucking well, you goddamn assholes. God, do something.
We're just using all the water in
We don't
America.
use 100
That picture Danny has the world's most typical humor. It's just a really mean Asian guy's face.
Yeah.
And if you pan back, he's next to a traffic accident.
This guy kicked off an idol last night.
Looking ahead, the study says that the 28-year-old
I got it.
Han man won't be typical for long. By 2030, the most typical person in the world will be from India. So we're fucking in the minority.
We are complete minority.
Minority. The white man is the minority.
Talk about fucking minority.
Huh?
Fucking, we're the biggest minority in the world, and yet
Retards?
I knew a joke was coming because his neck threw out like a whatever.
Oh, boy.
My neck threw out like what? I'm a very, very bad neck right now. I'm sore today.
You have a very bad neck?
I'm sore.
Yeah.
What happened?
How big was it?
Thickness or length? I napped. I hurt my neck napping.
Right, that could happen.
I woke up and it's like, it hurts in my back. I would ask you to rub it, but you're a fucking vermin.
Can you rub his neck for him, Rick?
Oh, it's my back.
I wouldn't rub my wife's neck. How am I going to rub his fucking neck?
I forgot. You don't like human contact.
Fucking ridiculous.
You don't rub Bonnie's neck?
She asked me to
like
rub
to
her
be
feet. I
touched.
put on gloves.
Do you at least touch your own wife?
A little.
A little,
Nobody
right?
wants to rub their nasty fucking...
I'd suck feet. You don't suck feet? Oh, her feet are awful?
Ugh, what are you kidding me? From walking around the fucking farm as a kid and fucking pig shit and stuff, whatever. I don't like touch. That's that whole. It's over fucking rated. There's nothing.
Rich, you need a hug. Jimmy, you want to give?
No, I know.
There's nothing. What's this?
That whole touch.
Rich was what's overrated?
It's just ridiculous.
Touching?
Stuff. Yeah, it's stupid.
He's Asperger's, boss. He's a weird autism.
Asperger's.
He's a weird autism without that whole ability to do anything with your mind. He's like Rain Man if he couldn't add or count.
Look, try to touch him. Look what
I
happens.
have a good neck.
Yes, you do have a good neck, but what's above it is worthless.
Just try to touch Rich.
I love touching Rich.
Try to see. Look,
Yeah, he doesn't like it. He's backing away.
it's not creepy.
When you go to fucking 12-step meetings and I didn't break it.
Yeah, I got it.
They want to. First of all, at the end, they want to hold hands. Right at the end, they hold hands, and that's when I go to the bathroom. Okay.
Why do you have
a
to
germ
hold
freak?
hands?
A little bit.
He's made me a fucking germ freak. I can't stand Voss.
But why would you hold hands? I'm not into
to do the
that.
fucking
I wouldn't be
Lord's
into
Prayer.
that.
It's just a thing they
Do
do
you
at the
have
end.
to, though?
No, none of you don't do
No,
anything.
that's why I
Some people
shoot
don't.
to the bathroom, and then also another 12-step fellow.
wouldn't
They
wanna
always
hold
want to
hands with
hug
anybody.
you. Give me a hug.
Well, that's the famous scene from Fight Club with Meatloaf.
Well, they want to hug you.
I mean, it
and
wasn't
listen,
an AA meeting, but
if I knew how to hug, I wouldn't be in fucking recovery.
Well, that's what it
okay?
is. It's people who've only had unhealthy physical contact. A hug of a friend is nice physical contact. That's probably what the big people like to be touched in a nice way.
Really?
Yes.
I said this. I don't know if I said it on your station. I don't understand when people or I said on your station
On your
another.
program.
On your program, whatever. I don't know if I said it here.
How about
or
Amplitude?
Or you guys were doing fucking, page 7 filler from the Post. I don't know. All I know is I hate when fucking people say, and strange people go, I love you. Like when callers call in, they go, I love you.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you say that to anybody?
Exactly. No, here's what it is. How does mother not say it to you?
Huh?
Just look,
yeah,
this is
that
all
could be
about
it.
your horrendous
No, it's not. I'm
childhood.
not trying to
What's wrong
make
with
it.
you? If someone just says I love you, who cares?
He knows
say
they,
it? Would you
they
do
can't
it?
mean
Would
it.
you say to a stranger or to an actor, I love
Yes,
you?
I've said that many times.
Well,
Ozzy
then,
Osbourne, I love you. You're the best.
They don't mean
Absolutely.
fucking-
They don't mean love in
It's just
the love
just
sense.
saying a word.
Yeah, it's like-
it's
just a
used too
compliment.
loosely.
Don't you
mean
understand-
you really like what
Like
they
we've heard
do?
a million times, love you guys.
Yeah,
So,
don't
who cares?
That's
don't you love
different.
pizza? It's like you
Yeah.
have no
What's wrong with
commonality of language
Oh, I
understanding.
love that movie.
Doesn't mean they
Yeah,
want to
something like
stick
that.
a dick
but
in
when
your
you
hiney,
say
you
to a
fucking
person, "Hey,
weirdo.
I love you guys,"
Why did you marry him?
yeah.
Why don't you stop acting like the
don't
words
care.
have such impact? I love you. We all understand the meaning of that.
That's a nice throwaway.
Yeah.
I don't think twice about it. It's
Okay,
like, oh, that's cool. We got
it's
a
ridiculous. I
fan.
love being here, but I don't love saying it.
It makes
Yes.
sense.
What a loveless childhood he had.
Yeah.
Kind of sad.
Yeah.
Loveless.
I turned it around
There
No,
was
you
no-
didn't.
with my kids.
You're
I
a
broke-
loveless man, and that's why.
No, I love my kids.
But they don't love you.
But you
I'm
don't
saying.
touch them. Do you touch them? Do you hug them?
Oh yeah, my little daughter. I can't stop kissing her and playing with her. It's fucking great, man. She's so.
Me neither.
Right, so oh wow! Look at that. Really?
Why? I know.
Really?
Why? You're right.
Daddy, I played with this guy who had Brillo on his head. Daddy, his hair cut me, Daddy. No, I do. My kids, you know, I mean, my older daughters, you know, I give them a hug and stuff, but it's, you know, at some point when your kids get older, it gets, you know,
A little awkward.
you know, last week, 2 weeks ago when I was in Baltimore, my daughter was in town, came to the show with like 6 of her friends. And they're like these fucking girls. They're
Baltimore
all
friends?
21. No, they go to college now.
Oh, so,
they're
you
like
know.
smoking, but I'm talking. I can't even look at them in the face because I'm talking about eating jizz off of my stomach.
Oh, man.
I see their-
And your daughter's in the audience?
With our friends, it's like, that's your dad?
You don't have enough jokes where you can take that
I
one
have
out?
hours of stuff.
Take that one out if
No,
your daughter's
that's a
in
good
the...
one, man. You can't take it out. You got to go. You can't sacrifice.
You had a jizz-eating joke in front of your own daughter?
Yeah, well, well, so I'm gonna
But
take
you don't want to hug anybody. You're a fucking weirdo, man.
You know, I
What
do
the
the.
fuck's wrong with
I do
you?
the bit about.
I can't be
put
your
my,
friend.
Put my dick. I knew that after you didn't respond to 12 calls.
Get the hint. Because you'll call another 12. Let's get it on the table. Enough already.
Where's Kevin? Is he here?
I am here.
Okay. He would just come in.
Last night.
Wait. So you have jizz jokes that you do in front of your daughter?
No, well, I did it. I did it because there was fucking
Isn't that weird,
280 people there, you know, besides her. I can't
Seat theater.
it doesn't matter.
I know, but I said
There's always
seat.
Sometimes I have to curtain off right behind the front row. But what the fuck? It still looks full.
It's like a very exclusive club.
Is the curtain your best friend?
Yeah, it's me and the curtain. It's funny.
No, that's just a warehouse behind the curtain.
Yeah, it's not part of the comedy club. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Last
Don't
night
take
on
a peek.
stage, you ever go? Last night
What?
I was so fucking on. It
Okay.
was so great. The crowd at the last night at the Stress Factory. Like there was some O&A people. It was fucking just.
What were you doing on a fucking Thursday night? Oh, you doing
Thursday,
it?
Friday, Saturday.
Oh,
But I was there a couple weeks ago. We came in to do a benefit for a cop that was shot in the line of duty. So we came in late, Bonnie and I. We just came in to do a benefit, and it was really fucking hard because I didn't know. And there was a whole table of people in the front row, and I go to this one lady. I go, "You single, right?"
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Why would you do
Oh, my God, no.
Yeah.
Was it the widow?
Yes, and I didn't realize. I didn't know. No one told me.
This is a joke.
No,
that you
this
brought
is
into
true.
the
did they
No.
laugh like what an idiot?
Fuck,
It got
Rich.
real fucking kind of weird. And
Wow,
stuff.
that
I'm
is
going, You're
like-
a hottie. Are you single? Whatever, you know. And it's just kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I was doing it for free.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, she was single. I didn't know.
Oh, my God, you're kidding,
Oh, that's
right?
so bad.
And I was on stage once, and this lady was sitting in the audience, and she's sitting in the audience, and I go, she's holding the pillow on her breast, and she's with this real gay guy. I mean, you couldn't get any gayer. She's got a pillow on her chest. I go, why are you holding a pillow? She goes, I had breast cancer and I had my breast removed, right? Oof. So I go, well, at least you're with a guy that doesn't give a fuck.
A gay guy. Holy shit.
Right?
You are brutal.
Well, how the fuck when
That's
a lady...
a funny line.
When you're on stage and a lady says, I just had my breast removed, how do you fucking recover from that?
I know. How do you get your heart on down? Hi, Kevin.
Is
your mic on?
Yeah, Kevin Smith has
You
entered
look
the studio.
fucking thin, man.
Yeah, I dropped some weight, man.
You dropped, but even since last time we saw you.
A little more since then.
Yeah, man.
Right on, right.
It's really good.
Do you want to sit? You want to sit here?
No, man. No, please. I came in late.
Do you guys know each other?
I came in late.
No, not at all.
Yeah, but you're Kevin Smith. That's
Hey,
Rich
man.
Voss.
How are you, sir?
We met one time in Studio High when we were talking about drug recovery.
Yeah,
When
with Muse. When Muse is here.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
might have
over
been.
at the other place.
At the other place. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very exciting weekend for
Yes.
Kevin Smith. Red
Yes.
State.
That's
Tomorrow
it.
night at Radio City Music
Who's
Hall.
coming? Who's not coming?
I think I'm going.
Are you?
Yeah.
We got your tickets.
What time's
You
the
do?
show?
8 o'clock.
See, what I'll do is I'll do
whoa.
my show at the Wellmont in New Jersey and then fucking shoot over after.
Bang, bang.
Boom.
Nice plug.
Oh, smooth.
Where's the Wellmont?
Twofer.
I want to pay for my tickets though. You said you got tickets.
Yeah, but I mean, I got you.
Nah, man. You told us that you would need us to pay this time.
I know, but we hit our minimum. We're
did?
good. Oh yeah, we hit it weeks and
Oh,
weeks
that's
ago.
nice.
So we're good. Yeah, the place
Very
is,
cool.
is more or less free. We didn't fill it 6,000 seats, but half full 1,700 was our break even point,
And you're
we
way
got to
above
like
that.
3,000 or over
fucking
3,000.
A,
So that was
awesome.
kind of neat. It was nice for me as it beat my New York personal best at Carnegie Hall. I'm sorry, black bears spotted in Riverdale and other parts of New Jersey.
No, that was
Oh, I thought the
Patrice.
middle TV.
Yeah,
I was looking at the middle screen, not the.
who's smashing rampage?
Yes, look at that.
Holy crap.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
This
Oh,
person-
boy.
That's fucking insane.
Little riffraff going on there.
And my
This
wife
person
said
was
we should take the
pissed.
baby camping. I go, I'm not going
Look how
fucking.
she's just
Wow,
taking out
she's just
everything.
going down the aisle in a liquor store. Just
Was she meaning to do that, or was she actually looking for
No, she
something?
did it. There was a
What was her problem? Does anyone know?
Oh,
I don't know.
come on! Did
Look
you
at the
see?
picture of the black bear, man. The black bear is just peeking around the corner.
Yeah,
They're walking apparently in the streets of New Jersey.
yeah. There's a
Right
big
on.
problem. They say the black bears, and they're supposed to be hibernating, but there's something going on where they're just walking around and fucking with people and
Well-
their dogs and shit like that.
Well, the end of the
Some sort
world
of
is right around the
greenhouse
corner,
effect
so they
blame
certainly.
thing.
Yeah,
Like
blame
they're out
like
of sorts because of the hibernation.
yeah. That's throwing off the hibernation and who the fuck?
Is that
knows?
your actress?
Or your
Yeah,
actress.
that is out
I
there.
thought it
I
come
thought
in.
Megan, but yeah, that's Carrie Bechet. Hey, man, come
Bring
on.
him in.
Yeah.
Cool.
We could set up more microphones. We got a busy day. You know, we're doing Car Crush Comedy. You can help us out with that?
Explain.
We got, wow.
Hi.
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 Hey, everybody, this is
Kevin.
Carrie Bechet.
Hi.
She's in Red State.
Yes, she is.
And she's amazing in it.
Very
You
good.
wanna-
Yeah.
Is it possible to sit near Kevin
Totally,
or no?
absolutely.
Because it'll be easier, and it's easier. I won't be able to see if she's behind me.
Yeah, we'll be spinning around like a
What is
whirling
it?
dervish.
Explain, what is it?
It's we got a ton of listeners. They're already set up in the fishbowl. We're we're all moving to another studio. We got guys trying out comedy, and then we have the car crash sound effect. And if you get 3 car crashes, you're out.
Get out of here.
And then the winner, I think, is going to do some time with Jimmy or down in Atlantic City.
No, I was guessing the Wellmont Theater if I liked their act. If they're really horrible and they win, no.
Oh yeah, of
Where's
course.
the Wellmont? Is it by the Stretch
It's in
Factory? Where
Montclair.
I'm at?
What's that?
Is it by the Stretch Factory?
Oh, did you really?
I went to the Walmart.
You been to the Wellmont?
Yeah.
Oh. I did it once. It was very nice. Where do you live now?
Los Angeles.
Oh,
Yeah, where a lot of fucking actresses live, you fucking idiot.
well, it could have been New York.
A lot of waitresses.
She lives in Ringwood.
Ringwood, don't they have a black bear problem there?
That liquor store, the woman, she was set off because the clerk told her that she couldn't use the bathroom after she cut a bunch of customers online, and she got.
She was regretful of her actions.
Oh yeah.
And she says it's, what is it?
Quite
White-
out of her character. Well, yeah.
So she have to pay for those bottles?
So she had to go to the hospital and give birth?
They have names for that on certain websites I go to. So
So
Why don't
who do you play in the movie?
I play Cheyenne. She's a daughter in the family. She's a caretaker of the kids.
Oh, Kevin's got food. So when you do a role like that, do you do you actually get into it, or like meaning, do you start thinking of yourself like as the character off screen? How do you work?
Oh, that's not really how I roll exactly. I think I try to relate to the parts of her that are like parts of me. And she's, I'm from New Jersey and not particularly religious, and so it's great to have somebody that's really very different from you, because then you can learn a lot about yourself, about the things.
So she plays somebody who's really religious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I would
her
just say
character's pretty out there, man. She's like her character's interesting because unlike everyone else in the flick from that family, the Cooper family, there are villains in the movie. Unlike everyone else in the family, you can immediately write off as villainous. She has this moment where she kind of shows character or a degree of heart or something like that, and or conscience, and it's kind of an interesting twist in the flick.
She's got kind of a moral decision to make between sort of the beliefs and tradition of her family and sort of her personal values, and so it's a really fascinating kind of thing to grapple with.
So you're kind of like the Megan Roper Phelps. That's the one that that everybody kind of wants to sleep with, and we think that she might be turnaroundable. The hot Phelps, if you can have one. She still has the awful Phelps hairline.
She reaches out to me on Twitter a lot, and I call it flirting. It seems like
I went back with her too, back and forth with her. Yeah,
I offered her. I said my wife would say it was cool to do a 3-way if it was to convert her. So far, I think she's on the fence.
Yeah,
that's why I lost the weight.
Is there a kind of a connection between the Phelps, like, is that type of family and the ones in Red State? Is that kind of
they were the leap off point? That's where I was. Yeah, after a while after seeing the Phelps on throughout media for like the last 10-15 years, suddenly they're everywhere. Everybody knows them. Like I remember when I first started writing it, I was like, God, is anybody gonna know what I'm talking about outside people that know that group? But like, that's 3 years later, and these cats just did the Supreme Court.
They just won.
They
won the Supreme Court.
Yeah, but everyone. I mean, that's a mixed bag. It's like you kind of can't stand the fact they won, but at the same time, it's like
they had to win. They had to win.
You kind of got to allow it.
Yeah, they had to.
Have to in America.
I think afterwards she was just like, for us to lose, they would have had to shred the Constitution.
But this is why I hate the family so much. I have just little respect for them. With the Bill of Rights, right? It was because they to me there's a fraudulence there in that they say that the war in Afghanistan and Iraq is just God paying them back for an IED thrown over into their yard. But it's like you have all this faith in God. It's like, well, then fucking don't take the police protection, stupids.
Yeah.
Don't get ordinances. How about you just, if God is really looking out for you and you're really carrying God's message, how about you don't fucking tap dance for American ordinance
at the end of the day,
and police protection? How about you go in a fucking village and start yelling faggot at gay gangs?
There is a school
and see if God looks out for you.
Online that says that those cats don't really mean it. Like it is kind of like some people have said it's a scam. Like essentially they go to a place.
It's the end game though.
What's it for?
Well, the end game is loot. At the end of the day, like they'll go. This is what I've read online. I don't know if it's true because I watched that dude talk and he seems like a true
I think
believer.
they're very believer. Yeah,
but some people maintain it's like a fantastic scam where essentially they just go to a place where they're picketing, and if you get up in their face and push them or something like that, they can sue you. They can sue the property. They could sue the people who's burying somebody. Like I don't know how true that is. Like I said, I sat down, watched.
Very litigious, I hear.
Very litigious. Well, it's a whole family full of lawyers.
Yeah.
Had they won a lawsuit yet? Where they?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they have.
They've
won a lot of money, but they've also defended a lot of lawsuits. They're not stupid people.
No.
Their lead counsel wins every case. I mean, because they know the law, they know the lines.
Yeah.
Fred Phelps used to be a civil rights lawyer.
Yeah.
Right?
I think he was disbarred. I don't know exactly what for, but he was disbarred, and it's just an awful.
How is it that no one's taken shots at them,
dude? I believe
What
me.
do you mean shots?
Like actually shot them at them?
Why though? At the end of the day,
because
they hold up horrible signs, but
you get it gets people very angry, especially families of soldiers. Like they really like if you have a loved one that dies, and then you got these people just rubbing it in your face like that. You might have some people that would be kind of pissed enough to pull out a gun and shoot them.
I've wondered why, not that you'd ever encourage it to happen, of course, but I've always wondered why it hasn't.
I wouldn't care if I heard it.
I wouldn't either, but I would
like
never
the
encourage
people
it.
they're attacking, right? They're not the portion of society that would really take arms. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And a provocateur doesn't take it that far, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, they maintain that they did not back down in regards to going to Arizona to they were going to picket the funeral of the little girl that got shot.
Right, yeah, that's brave. Yeah, that's great.
And then they maintain that it wasn't. Somebody said in Arizona they quickly changed an ordinance law that couldn't allow them to get anywhere near it. They maintain that they made a deal with some radio station where they were like, they gave us free air, and we just agreed not to go to Arizona. But it always felt like that was the moment that crossed the line. They'd gotten a lot of heat for that. Like, it's one thing when you go after dead gay folks, you go after dead soldiers even, but they went after a 9-year-old girl, and I think in one of the press releases or one of the statements they made, somebody was like, oh my God, she's an innocent. And they were like, there are no innocents. And
well, that's their whole gig,
for this country, it seemed to push too far, even for the Phelpses, and they seemed to kind of pull back. I don't know. That's my take on it.
Eventually somebody will do what we all hope. We can't say, but let's just say somebody will eventually do what we all hope somebody does. And when that happens, then they're going to have to rethink their strategy. Because again, if they were going in places where they could be injured, I would have a little more respect for them, even though they're repulsive.
Right.
But they remind me of kids yelling dirty words through the screen door.
Yeah.
They're standing.
The adult religious equivalent of that.
They're being protected by the police. They're being protected.
Anybody that's protest is being protected by the police. I mean, when the Klan protest or when the
even the Klan, as repulsive as they are, wouldn't do that. And the backlash against the Klan. There's been a lot of physical backlash against the Klan.
Yeah, there's been a lot of violence
against
when the Klan shows up.
The Klan's been around for hundreds of years. These cats been around for what?
That's
20?
true. That's true.
Yeah.
I guess it'll take time before they hit the wrong chord where somebody just loses it. But
Kevin's a very even-keeled guy, man. You're very even-keeled. You really know how to process stuff
at the
smartly.
end of the day, you just kind of you look at what they're doing. You're like, well, that's kind of interesting. They're taking the Constitution, they're taking this country and using it against this country. So on one level, you go, oh, that's kind of fascinating. They're trying to keep everyone on their toes, but at the same time, I think they are morally convicted. I think they believe what they say.
I think so too.
At least he does. I watched Malcolm. I'd said it before. Malcolm shot a documentary called Small Town Gay Bar, my friend Malcolm, and he interviewed Phelps for like over an hour. And it was pretty fascinating and scary when you watch him talk. You don't get any sense of con artist. You get any sense of like, this is performance art. You get the distinct impression that he means everything he says. I don't know about the kids, but definitely him.
Did Malcolm want to punch him in the face?
No, and Malcolm, I was like, how'd you pass, dude? Because Malcolm is gay, but he's kind of bush.
No, I know he's a big guy. He's not going to take anyone's shit. So,
but he said he was prepared. If the dude ever asked him, like, are you gay? He would have been like, yeah. He's like, I wasn't hiding it, but I also wasn't kind of.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Wow.
Plus, he wanted to get the guy in film. The main thing is to get the guy in film because he's doing a documentary.
Would Phelps have talked to him if he knew he was gay, though? Phelps might have. They've argued with gays before. They take.
I don't know if they would have let him in
press.
because they let him right into the church, right into the compound.
Oh boy!
Like that, which I don't know if they would have if he was like kind of more fey or if he was just like hello.
Crazy.
You know what gets them too is when you mentioned that Shirley
has a kid out of wedlock.
That bugs her. Yeah, Shirley had a kid out of wedlock, and I forget which one it is. But when you go after her for that's to me what the protest sign should all be.
That's the Achilles heel.
They should all be
the one thing in their family that's a quote unquote sin.
But it's such a blatant sin that you couldn't keep your legs closed. Like that's the one that people should be hitting them with.
Yeah, that would
is
be
pictures
a good
of her with references to her legs being open. The people you don't need the messages of love.
Right.
You should attack where it would hurt.
We went up there with signs because they protested us at Sundance. I think I talked about this last time I was in, and they had their protest signs, which were the usual suspects, man, just like God hates this, God hates this. And we went out with shit like Thor hates straights. Malcolm said Dick tastes yummy. And, there were a full variety. We had one for Megan that said God hates Phelps. Except Megan, God thinks Megan's hot. And she apparently liked that.
Everybody loves bacon.
Yeah.
Do you know what my philosophy on her is? And it's an absolute guess. I suspect that she would not like men under any circumstances.
Oh, really?
Megan?
Yes, my suspicion is that she is I think she'd be very comfortable in a fucking San Francisco type situation where she was allowed to, because she says if she's a virgin, I may never have. Didn't she say she's a virgin? And she may. I saw an interview with her where she said that, and she was, I'm not going to ever have sex. And my first thought was she's gay.
Really?
Yeah. Again, it's purely a guess.
I went to school with like a lot of, I went to Catholic school. And I went to school with a lot of cats that. When we were, from 1st to 8th grade, it's very easy to be like, I'm going to be a virgin. But there were cats that took it into high school as well, and they weren't gay. They were just kind of religious.
Nah, but her,
I think she's religious. Dude.
She
I
might
think she's
be.
into dudes.
It was just a thought. She didn't say anything that made me think, oh, she's lesbian.
Right.
It was just a vibe because of the way she's like, I may never get married. I may never. She didn't say like, yeah, someday I'm going to get married. Someday I'm going to, like, you know, the way a lot of religious people talk. That's always the fucking end game.
Right.
Is they're going to reproduce, and you know. That's not what she said. She just said,
You
I
might
may
have
never.
to make more lawyers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, what's interesting, as much as we talk about the Phelps family, this movie is really so much bigger than that. There's movements in it, and you know, it really expands the conversation to really indict the media and you know, the sensationalized aspects of the media that, you know, that embrace these people and give them airtime, and also the parts of the government that are, you know, sort of insidiously supporting. I don't know.
I don't know what movie you made, man. I didn't see any of that.
This is a rom-com.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Horror movie. That's the party line, kid. Horror movie.
Horror movie.
I want to go on record.
Just
that,
push horror movie.
I'm in love with you.
He's looking at Kevin, by the way.
I know.
Somebody can finally get him an acting role.
Their son that won all the Olympic medals, should he break away from the family? Nothing.
The other Phelps? I was there with you, dude.
Wow.
Nothing from
I was there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, but you had no
So if we were in the
hold
fishbowl
on.
right now, would there be a car crash?
He had no confidence because
I
you
get
turned your back because
Well,
you
'cause
weren't
I was-
sure Kevin was going to enjoy that line.
No, I was doing
And
it to
went
you
with
guys.
the-
I wasn't doing it to Mr. Smith.
He was the only one that kind of got it. But
Well,
you,
because
you turned your back to him.
I didn't turn my back. I'm trying to fucking work the
Michael
whole
Phelps
crowd,
line.
okay? I just spilled my guts with a girl. I'm a married man.
I was the sight lines were poor on that one, but other than that, he was all right.
You were there though, Kevin.
I was with him.
Hey, so what's going to happen tomorrow night at Radio City?
Tomorrow night,
I'm
we're
looking forward
screening
to
the flick
this.
8 o'clock. We
Yeah.
come out and say hi to everybody, introduce the cast that's coming out and whatnot.
You can talk for a while yourself?
Chit chat, I mean, just for a few seconds, just to let's
Few
get
seconds?
the movie started.
All right.
And then
that's
once
going to be tough for you, though. I'm
that will be.
thinking.
But I'll talk afterwards.
Okay.
Afterwards, I have all the time in the world, and there'll be so much more to talk about after that. After
Cool.
they see the flick. So 8 o'clock we show the flick, and then afterwards it's only like 90 minutes. Afterwards we do Q&A for like 90 minutes with whole cast and crew that's there. Cast and crew. Well, cast. Me and the cast.
And you can still get tickets if you want.
I want to talk to a grip.
Yeah.
I want to hear the grip's take on the movie.
How do they get tickets? Just show up tomorrow night and
they can, yeah.
buy them at
you
the
can
door?
Go online now at coopersdell.com, or you could totally show up tomorrow at the door. Come on out. It's going to be fun, man. And that's a great place to watch a
Radio
movie.
City Music Hall
yeah.
is awesome.
I just saw it while we drove past on the way here, and I saw my name on the marquee.
How
and I
great
got a
is
little,
that?
That's
little
pretty cool.
choked up. That was neat. And also, it was like we're over. My personal best here, like I said, Carnegie Hall is 2,600, so we're over that. So I feel kind of
Damn.
good about that. Like that was neat for me to kind of go over that number.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was sweet.
You're part of a viral video. I want to ask you about the Bill Maher thing.
Which one?
You were on.
Oh, where a motherfucker was just like, oh,
I didn't understand what.
Yeah.
I didn't
motherfucker
understand.
was just like, ah, in the background.
Yeah, I didn't understand what the guy was yelling because you
He
can't hear it on the
we
video.
were talking about Muslim women versus American women, or how Muslim men treat Muslim women. And the conversation kind of settled, and you could tell that Bill was about to go to something else. And then a dude in the crowd just yells out, "Bill, have you ever seen what a Hellfire missile does to a Muslim woman?" And everyone just kind of
boy.
freezes because it was like, that was weird. And then all of a sudden you hear him go, because we're all looking to find him, and you just hear him go, "Don't touch me. You're not allowed to touch me." And then he's yelling out, and then I yelled out, "Shut up, Dad," because nobody else said anything. I waited for Bill because respectfully, I'm like, he's the host. But I bet you this motherfucker has a sheet of like fucking what to do when somebody screams out.
Of course.
But it was like,
Yeah, 'cause Bill was
waited
just-
one beat, two beat too long, and then I was like, I'm going to take it for one of these fucking politician types. Too.
Right.
And
Yeah.
went for the joke. And it was weird, though. And then they took him out. There was like 6 LAPD plainclothes just
Right on him.
descended on the dude because they've had truthers. Is that what they're called?
those
People just
douchebags.
man.
jump out. And I guess that's what this dude was a
Yeah,
truther.
yeah.
But
Of course he was.
I don't understand. What is the Hellfire missile part?
He's
Is that
probably just saying that Americans kill more Muslim women. He's just a fucking, probably
but no,
a
he's-
guilty suburban white guy.
Is the truth
he's-
of the people about 911? Where they're
Yeah,
like,
they're
they
like
believe
the
the government
government
was
and-
conspiring to bring the towers.
What they really are, though, is they're a bunch of suburban child adults who want to continue yelling at mommy and daddy in the hallway. That's what they are. And
Yeah.
they ignore all evidence, and now they're saying it was a plane who crashed.
Channel my shit into Twitter, movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that guy sounds just like a left-wing guy who's what Bill Maher.
They want to be part of something bigger than
They said
themselves.
that it happened once before. They had one day where a truther popped up on one side of the studio. Boom, bunch of people descended on him, took him out. 2 minutes later, another one popped up, and they had 4 in the crowd that kept going all night long.
Yeah.
So I guess he, at one point on a previous show, had went out into the crowd and kind of threatened the dude. But
I heard he's packing like a mule.
He's a big dick.
I heard, well, I don't know about big. Well, he didn't say he was going out there to fuck the dude. He was going out there to fight the dude.
I heard he's like,
and he was, but he works out. He's pretty healthy and shit like that.
yeah, but
He's pretty
his
tight.
audience is
And he does
completely
karate.
stacked with all liberals or left wing. I mean, anytime.
Well, that's probably who just wants to go see him.
What's that?
That's probably just who wants to see him.
Anytime on his.
They're not going to
his
spend
show.
time trying to figure out their.
Yeah, you don't fill out a
affiliation.
political affiliation card.
Jimmy's right. They're probably I want to
what's
see
good.
Bill Maher over I don't know, Bill O'Reilly. Let's say. Yeah.
I don't know, but
Hey, Kevin, one more thing.
Fire.
Because of you, saw Catfish. A lot of listeners saw Catfish because of you.
I know. I've been seeing that on Twitter. man.
Now
Yeah.
we need to discuss this for a minute.
Let's talk about it.
I love the movie.
Yes.
What's your take, though?
Do I think it's well? First off, the first question is spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it yet.
Right,
If you
right.
haven't seen Catfish,
Bail right now for a minute.
get out of the
or two.
room for a little bit.
But we've given these people plenty of time to see it. by
Fair
now.
enough. That being said, the first question is the whole thing real or is it fake?
Right.
The second thing is, do you feel bad for the woman or are you like, this fucking psycho bitch? There are two schools of thought there. I watched it with my wife and I was very empathetic for the woman, where I was just like, look, man, this is a victimless fucking crime. These dudes getting up here in her face about it is just kind of gross. Like, especially the moment you walk in there and see those two kids in the wheelchairs.
Oh, God.
How can you fucking be like, let's keep shooting, man? I
Right,
mean,
right.
on one level, as a filmmaker, I knew why, because they were like, this is fucking gold.
Great shit.
If this is true, this is gold.
Yeah.
But if it's still, there's a part of the humanistic part of me would have, I would have put the camera down. Once I saw those kids, I would have been like, forget it.
I would have kept shooting, but I felt horrible for the woman. She's obviously has got some mental issues. My point is that some of the scenes were fake.
Which
Because-
ones?
To pump up. Oh, that's a very well. There was one.
Well, like
where-
the one where her husband, who seems
No,
like,
no, when they hit
super
the-
poetic toward the end when he explains
Yeah,
the
yeah.
catfish
Right.
story. That definitely was the first moment where I was like, this
Yeah,
smell,
yeah.
that's a little too on point for that dude to be. It's like a catfish
when they
scene.
hit the town in her house, I thought most of those scenes were completely real. Except for when they went to the farmhouse in the middle of the night, it almost looked like it was going to turn into a horror flick.
Yeah.
I thought that was set up. But the scenes leading up to them confronting her, I thought they redid a few of those scenes to make a better movie. And that's why
between
some
the
people,
boys or
yeah,
not
that's
with
why.
her?
No, before they actually
Like
made
moments that
contact.
had already happened, they recaptured between
Where
the brothers.
Like when they discovered that the song that she sent was
Yes. That seemed a
that
little
seemed
too.
like
well,
they,
I mean, number one, they were cutting, so probably.
Right.
But it
they
seemed
took a lot
like-
of time out. But it also
they
did
seemed like
seem-
they discovered that and then went, "Fuck, we weren't filming, so we gotta redo this." That's
I
would
think
agree.
they saw that with a lot of shit. I think what they did was this actually happened. Then they decided, let's go up there and film some shit with this woman and see what this is all about.
Right.
They go up, they film it, and realize this is great stuff, but we don't have the build up. So
Right.
let's manufacture. We'll recreate what happened to build up to this end thing that was real. But I think the beginning, I think the whole beginning of the movie's manufactured.
Right, a
I
lot
think
of
it's
it.
a recreation right
where
up
the
until
boys
they
are in the apartment. And
yeah,
stuff?
I think that's
I totally buy
the
that.
one
I think you're
redone.
right
Yeah.
about
The one
that.
scene where
if
the guy-
if it seems stagey,
It
you
was
kind of
very stagey.
Get your head around
The one-
it. But
Yeah, yeah.
the stuff with her,
With her, all
Oh,
real.
real.
do you
That
think
I
it's
think
all
was-
real though?
I
With
think
her,
that's
yes.
all real.
Yes, yes.
It's another
No, I think-
ruse of the Jew.
I like the fucking graphics in that movie. We're looking at it for the graphics because we had to put graphics in our documentary, and it had great graphics in the movie.
Could anybody
It did,
argue right
actually,
now if
you're
an
right.
anvil
They
fell out of the
kept that movie
ceiling?
moving along.
It had great- it did. It
For a
moved-
low-budget
for a
flick,
docu-
they really kept
I'm
it
telling
moving
you,
along.
we're sitting there watching the graphics. We're going, we have to get.
But hold on, back to the lighting.
You're
in a
watching
second.
a great movie for the graphics.
Yes, because we are because you're sitting here. We're making a fucking documentary, and we haven't put our graphics in, and we're going. That's how we
Pick up
need
a
it.
motion
'Cause
program. It's called Motion. It's great.
It's carrying the fucking movie perfectly.
But the graphics in your movie make you taller?
Huh?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You have live
Jesus.
text on your computer?
What's that?
Live text and
I'm not doing
motion
the
and
editing.
Are we really talking
After
about graphics?
Effects?
Yes, that's
We
all I
got
wanted
Kevin
to
Smith in the studio.
Kevin knows graphics.
I'm on graphics.
He
though.
doesn't
I'm
give
with
a-
him.
you don't care
I
about
backed this
graphics,
player.
Kevin.
Second time. Bad joke and the graphics.
Yeah, the
thing.
graphics. He's on Voss's team. Team Voss.
Team Voss.
You know, but even though they kept filming, like the woman, even if they saw the kids, I thought they were empathetic though. Like they weren't, they didn't humiliate. They talked to her because look, she had wasted a lot of their fucking time. And,
Did she?
a good amount of it, I think.
Did she?
And it was
Nah,
a weird
they-
ruse.
They got
That's the
hooked in
thing,
too.
it's
They
like-
could have bailed anytime they
Oh, they
wanted.
could've.
But
yeah.
also, it's like any good con, right? It's like everyone's getting something out of it, and the people, the chick running the con, for her, she felt important. I mean, to her, it wasn't a con. She was just like, this is simple and it's easy to keep going, and it beats fucking reality.
Right.
Anytime she turned away from the computer, the view on the other side.
Oh,
was
my
just
God.
Like heaven.
Yeah, I felt bad for
So
her.
immediately she's back to the computer. And in terms of the other guys or the brothers and whatnot, they got a movie out of it, and before that happened, they were just like, he felt cool. He felt, this chick likes my work,
they're-
and he was sending her pictures.
And they're young filmmakers, and all of a sudden they got a subject.
Right.
Like, wow, we got a movie.
Totally. I mean, that worked out. That to me was a victimless
Getting
crime.
back to what Ann said with the one scene where the guy has his toothbrush in his mouth, like he was just about to go to bed, but they discovered something. That was manufactured.
and
to
the
me.
little arguments that they had between them seemed a little staged and
Yeah.
stuff. Like I said, I think the end was real. They probably went through all that shit and then said, "God, we got to confront this woman. Grab the camera. Let's see what she's all about. And we'll put it on video." And then realized it's great, but we don't have the buildup.
Yeah.
We miss. Oh, they probably said, God, I wish we were filming from the beginning.
Right.
But we didn't know that this was going to happen. So then they said, let's just recreate the
Yeah.
whole beginning,
But-
and then the payoff will be real.
What about the reveal though? When she goes, oh yeah, when she's finally confronted.
when she's on the porch.
Why'd she
No,
say
when
she
her-
had cancer?
when her
by the
daughter
way?
was-
She's a fat
Like,
liar.
why did
That was
she-
the other thing.
She's
I
a
wouldn't-
fat liar.
I was like, I got in a fight with my wife about it. She's like, she said she had cancer. That's the worst thing you could lie about. And I'm like, oh my God, these dudes show up on your porch after this harmless fiction you've created with a camera in your face. Like, I think you're justified to be like, you know what, I have cancer, fuck you.
Oh,
And
man.
I think
Yeah.
kind of was the move. Didn't work because
Yeah.
those dudes kept rolling.
But it didn't seem like she was bothered by the camera being there. Like, if she never seemed bothered by the camera.
she just
She
seemed
knew the
caught,
cameras were
man.
coming.
She seemed caught.
Do you think she? I don't
she
think she
seemed
knew
very-
they were
she
coming.
was-
just seemed
no, she
caught.
didn't.
Because
think
the
she was
whole
caught.
movie is based on
was-
her signing a release and saying, yes, I'll do it. So they're going to
By
surprise
the
her and
end
take
of
a
it.
chance.
By the end
By
of
the
it.
end of it, though,
Yes.
that's the thing. It's like there's no way they get her to sign it in advance.
And they would have blocked
beforehand.
out her face anyway. They could have
Yeah,
still
yeah,
used her.
she
And by the way,
She didn't know they were making a movie when the cameras. in
of
her-
course
in her
not.
face.
They didn't get a release in advance.
She had no clue.
A lot of people think Banksy set the whole thing up, but I'm not 100%
Fucking
sure.
whoa.
I'm not sure if it was that or not, or if he was actually just filming the entire
Love
time,
that
and
movie.
if the art gallery was just was
You
Banksy
watched
stuff or no.
You watched Exit, right? Through the gift shop.
Jugging me? Yeah.
I love that
It's a great
fucking movie.
flick.
Yeah, it's great.
What's your take
Shocking
on?
that it didn't win Best Documentary.
What
Not
did win?
shocking, but the one that did, I'm not quite sure. I
I'll
forget
talk
what
about
it
this
was.
year.
It was
Yeah.
No, it's 74. Best documentary.
74 was
What's your quick take on Exit?
Mine?
Yeah.
I dug it. I dug what it was. I think as to whether or not it's real or fake.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I think that's the point of the
You
whole
think
flick,
Banksy
right?
was involved
It's
in
just
the-
like that's one. Unlike Catfish, I would like to know if it's real or fake.
Right.
But Exit through the gift
works
shop,
either way.
Yeah, it's just like
It works
you
on
almost-
many levels.
That's kind of the point of it.
Yeah.
Are there
I
any
loved it.
repercussions if a documentary turns out to be more manufactured than true? Like, how do
No,
people
Michael
judge
Moore, a
that?
lot of his stuff,
know.
they find
Yeah.
that he set up. Like there was the one. You ever see?
Canada.
What's the first one he did? Someone in
Roger
Roger Me. There's one scene where he's going in to get. Is he in this country club? And they're like, we can't say. But it turns out like that wasn't even his country club. Like so, he probably did that for a moment. Like stuff like that comes out all the time. It never seems to affect
But
it.
like with memoirs, you know, like Million Little Pieces, there was all that.
Oh, right, James Fry, yeah.
He got.
In our
He
doc-
got tagged for that.
He got.
boy, yeah.
Fucking Oprah gave him a beating.
Oh, did she?
Oh, was that ugly?
in our
He never came back from
documentary,
that.
No.
Women Aren't
He's written
Funny.
since, but what font are you going to use, Rich?
In
I know
I'm
you want.
Say what
Just-
fonts are you going to use?
Font. Yeah, let's get it out there. What font did you decide on so we can
What?
move on?
Yeah, exactly.
And
You go with a
there's lot
sans?
that's real, and there's a lot
Times New Roman.
Which one are you using?
Like when we were in studio with you guys, that was all real, and you guys
Kevin
came
doesn't
out
wanna
great.
know about our
Matter of fact, I
documents.
have it on CD right here. You guys, how you guys helped.
We're going to be in
carry
a
our
film
movie.
there, Kevin.
What's that?
Finally,
We're in a
so-
documentary.
We're in a little documentary.
Yeah,
Right on, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
women aren't funny. We're making.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, but
Way to
my wife is-
alienate half the audience.
No, it isn't because it's not.
It's not about
who
that.
gives a shit.
Right.
Why is it even brought up?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
and it's not an empowered documentary. It's a comedy about are women funny?
Right.
All right. And my wife, I'm telling you, my wife is so fucking brilliant at putting it all. Bonnie is brilliant.
But look at the comparison.
Good point.
Yeah.
I talked to you on the phone about it when you
Can't be
called
too
in here
brilliant.
last
She said,
time.
I do.
Exactly.
You know,
Yes.
the whole, and I'm thinking about what you're doing. I'm going. I'm just going to take it to
what is
every
Rich
gig
doing?
I don't. What is he doing?
Pontificating.
You're just unraveling.
Side conversation.
Two filmmakers. Two filmmakers.
Talking. Hey, listen. Look, I've been doing stand up 28 years. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm into filmmaking
Are you
now.
begging
okay?
right now?
What's that?
Yeah, Kevin's not going to help you
No.
distribute. Maybe you
No.
could show your movie before
Kevin's
his
getting
tomorrow
out of the
night.
business.
No, it's not done. Ours
Yeah.
isn't done. We still have to do sound. We have to get our composer.
And the graphics.
The graphics,
Yeah, show the
exactly.
movie before his.
Credits,
You're
we
used to
gotta pay
opening.
somebody to do our credit.
Yeah. Maybe you could use it on fucking iMovie and have like your burgundy curtains open up. The one YouTube video I ever made, I put burgundy curtains like a fucking shithead. Like, that's cinematic, isn't it? Zilch.
All right, I've done that once too.
Hey,
Hey, iMovie doesn't give you a lot of choices.
No, they don't. Burgundy curtains or something
I
else.
gotta get another program.
How many movies have you done? Have you been in a lot of movies?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've done a handful. A
she
little.
played a
little
daughter
TV.
in.
In any movie she's been in, she's technically was a daughter.
Nah,
going.
she was in a fucking big movie. I'm trying to.
Keep going, because I'm sure he's wrong.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I was in the first 2 seconds of Sex in the City, the first movie.
Those guys
Yeah.
saw that. I didn't see that.
Did we, Rich?
I don't think I saw that one. Yeah.
I don't know.
Kevin, what do you think of the Oscars? Got a filmmaker in studio, Rich.
I watched.
Sorry.
I was reading the tweets.
It was, I was live tweeting the whole time.
Yeah. That is the thing to do now. It's with
fun.
any of these, because I was following you follow a few people that you think are entertaining and stuff. I was following you. Norm Macdonald had me laughing
He was
my
on fire.
balls off.
He had a good night.
It's just because you read his tweets in the Norm voice.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what about that computer? Why don't they thank the computer? And you just like, fucking guy is brilliantly retarded. And who else was I following that night?
Did you watch or did you just follow?
Oh yeah, I was watching,
Watched
and I
every
was
minute.
just
There were a lot of people.
I was
like,
tweeting like a
Mosier was
maniac,
just like,
too.
I didn't even watch. I just looked at your tweets and someone else's.
Yeah.
And he's like, they always said who won, so that was
like
it.
it's turned into this thing where everybody can play Mystery Science Theater with celebrities.
Yeah.
And you're just all pitching in your opinions on whatever you're watching.
It was
It's
a
kind
little
of cool.
slow, wasn't it? Did you find
Yeah,
it
it was
kind of
boring as all
Oh,
hell.
I'll
If
tell
it wasn't for
you,
Twitter, I would
They
have turned that
seem to
thing
go.
off.
They by grabbing those hosts, they seem
They
to
were
want
horrible,
a youth
right?
audience. But then they just did the same old fucking old show,
But
with a younger set of hosts. That's it.
I thought Sandra Bullock was great. I thought when she came out to give the Best Actor award, she was great. Her timing, she was funnier in that little segment than the whole night, in my opinion. I thought she was great. Sandra
I thought,
Bullock.
Russell Brand was funny. He made
didn't
me
see it.
laugh with Helen Mirren.
The Arthur trailer was not like I saw the Arthur trailer and I'm like it was actually not bad, the trailer for it.
Really?
I'm just bummed they're
The
remaking
trailer
it.
was actually
I'm not a
not
fan
bad.
of comedies that are remade. We've
I
never
love the original Arthur, but
Yeah.
to be fair,
Yeah.
it's a concept that easily can be redone
Yeah.
and
I
updated.
get-
And
we're
if you're
talking
going
more-
to do it with anybody, he's the guy.
We're talking more Pink Panther.
Oh, yeah.
That-
Why would you do that?
Well, Steve Martin really did capture something because it was almost too
certainly
brilliant
did.
when Sellers did it. And it was when he was that hamburger, that 45-minute hunk where he was going hamburger. I was like, another couple minutes. Come on,
That
it's
was
good.
actually funny, though. I remember watching that on a plane, man. I didn't see that flick, and at one point it was playing, and that scene ran. The hamburger, and when he starts to cry, man, that made me laugh. My bad, but it did make me
my
laugh.
bad.
My bad.
That was
Fair
funny.
enough.
Credit where credit's due.
You just remember Peter Sellers being so brilliant in
Totally.
the Pink Panther movies. It's tough to see anyone
your
doing that
dad,
role,
man.
man.
Never
To me,
saw
that's there's a certain thievery in that. Like remaking a movie like Spider-Man is one thing because it's graphics, but it's like if you went on stage wearing an arrow through your head, people would be like, "Yeah, he's stealing Steve Martin's shit." And they'd be right to say that. It's like, to me, it's just a fucking ripoff. It's like, have respect for Sellers' like he's dead. What are you gonna do? Fucking being there next? Or
They did a fucking Odd Couple with two black actors. I mean, not the Honeymooners.
I know.
It's fucking.
Also, I
ridiculous.
refuse. It's one of the few films I refuse to audition for.
Which one, The Honeymoon?
Yes, I didn't think I would. If they would have, if it was offer only, I would have taken it. I was too embarrassed that I probably wouldn't have got it. White guy, dancing white guy 3. I would have flopped.
Well, listen, we got to take a break because we got to move over to the other joint.
All right, we're going over the other studio.
Yeah.
I have to blow at a certain point to go
Fishbowl.
to our mutual friend Imus.
Don Imus.
Sit in with
Imus in the morning.
I sat in
program.
with Imus last time I was out here, and I guess that was the first time A, he's ever heard of me, and B, he didn't know that I could speak, and
wow,
that was nice. He was I mean, that's a name that you grew up with.
Yeah, but
in
he
this
didn't
area.
know. He didn't know of you.
I know. I don't think so.
He
had to have.
Maybe. I don't know. I hit the chair. He didn't seem to. There was no recognition.
He's weird that way, though.
But he was. But
He
he
doesn't
was
give anyone
very
anything.
gracious and very cool and very like, you could talk. You're a good talker. You can come back anytime you want.
Good for you.
Thanks, man.
We got the Radio City Music Hall Red State thing.
Come tomorrow night. Radio City Music Hall tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Red State, and then the Q&A afterwards with me and the cast and whatnot. Carrie Bechet here. She'll be there.
Yeah, right on.
Who else? A lot of cats are going to be. I think Melissa Leo's coming in too. I said, bring your Oscar. She just won an Oscar for The Fighter.
Yeah.
And she's in
she's in
it
it?
too. Yeah, she's in
Oh,
it
the
for
mother,
as
right?
well.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was great.
She plays Carrie's mom in the
Oh,
flick.
okay.
I can't believe how good looking she is when she cleans up.
Yeah,
They
she
didn't
looked
make her
really
look
young at the Oscars, man.
real
like,
young.
Really, yeah.
That makeup did wonders because she looked kind of haggy.
Well, I just
in
think
The
if
Fighter.
you look at her in the movies, generally that's where they put the makeup on.
She
Like,
wasn't a good
was
manager, though.
Terrible.
Guy who misses the point.
She's in Red State. That's cool.
Yeah, that's going to help the movie.
Yeah, Amy
Girlfriend-
Ryan was great.
she was
Yeah, that'll help
fucking
our
great.
movie. I believe you're
I
right.
think so. Yeah, whenever somebody, that's got to be great when you do something with somebody and then they win an Oscar.
That was nice.
Oh,
Suddenly it
fucking
legitimizes our flick even a bit more
great,
and
man.
whatnot. But it'll be very helpful, not so much right now for the immediate for the tour, but when we come out in October, that'll be insanely helpful.
Oh, you guys are coming out with a regular release.
Yeah, that's when. I mean, we're just self-releasing, but it doesn't mean like we won't come out. This is just kind of a word-of-mouth tour. So
Yeah,
we do
Kevin
this for
explained because
15 days,
yeah.
and then we
he got
come
the
out
movie
later.
done, quickly. So
Very
he's got all
fast.
this. He's got all this time to kill. So he said, "What the hell? Let's try something different."
And then
I
I'm
think
starting.
that's
Can I
great.
talk about the radio thing before we leave?
Yeah.
I'm
Can I do
starting
it?
Smodcast Internet Radio. I'm going to go mornings. I'm going to go 11 o'clock your time. I waited till you guys were I go 8 o'clock out there, but then 11 o'clock out here. And I'm going to do 4 hours live every day at smodcast.com. Starting May 9th, we'll do it's called Mornings with Kevin Jen. That's from 8 to 10. That's me and the wife. I've been doing a show with her called Plus One, and she's really sharp, and she's a good cursor. And then after that, I do a show with Muse called Jay and Silent Bob Get Jobs.
Get jobs.
And that's just
I like the
sitting
Jay
around
and Silent Bob Get Old.
Yes, that was
That was
that's the
fucking
podcast.
funny, man. I was watching some of those and really good stuff.
It was
Hysterical.
fun, but yeah, I'm transitioning over, dude. I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm going to talk, man.
If you need a celebrity guest when I'm out there, I'll be happy to
Done
swing
and
by
done,
if
man. I'm
this
like,
time. I'll
ladies and
see.
gentlemen from the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
James Norton. How is that? You've been on quite a bit, right?
Yeah, he puts me on a lot.
Yeah.
Doing
Every
some-
once in a while, I'm clicking through, and holy shit, Norton again, man.
Yeah, they give me a lot of segments.
You know
which is great.
Bobby Dane Cook's opener? Do you know Bobby Kelly?
Why you have to
man,
make
how
fun
are
of
you?
Bob?
I saw you on HBO the other day with the
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher. Yeah.
God, everybody watches that.
Well, it was funny because you did like a bunch of dick jokes.
Yeah, that's all I
which was-
could do. That's an intimidating room, man. Everyone's very
Stuffy.
smart and righteous
stuffy.
about something,
Yeah.
and I'm not smart or righteous about anything. So I just went for
Yeah, there was some good dick jokes.
I went for the dick.
Yeah.
I did get 3. The one
You
I
get
was
3.
proudest of was the cock crow joke. That's,
Yeah.
I like when I cross my dick jokes in my pocket.
All right, we really got to take a break because we got to move over
Right,
to the
yeah,
other
yes, we
joint.
do.
So, Kevin, right on, man. We'll see you tomorrow night, Radio City Music Hall.
8 o'clock. See you guys there.
Car Crash Comedy next. Stay there.
After 5 years, I'm telling you, just little thing. You know when a relationship is going fucking like when my wife eats an apple, it's really loud. And it fucking drives me nuts that she's so fucking loud.
Does she put it in the palm of her hand and try to feed it to you?
Why did you pick an apple?
You stepped on my bike.
Why do you pick an apple?
Actually, his caps are great
I don't have
now,
to, they're
too.
not
He
caps,
doesn't.
they're implants.
Whatever they are. They look fantastic now. They really do. But I had to go old school.
I know.
So, her eating an apple drives you
That
nuts.
annoys
It's just
you?
little
Little
it's
things?
loud. It's
Loud apple eating should not really annoy somebody.
Yeah,
That's
if you're
trouble.
watching TV. No, we're getting along great.
Yeah?
But just little things. Like she hates.
Like breathing?
She hates when I pick my toenails,
that is disgusting.
Not when you get a big one.
Oh, no,
God.
stop.
What are you
stop.
doing?
Come stop it. You don't do that.
What do you mean pick?
Because after you take your socks off, if you wear them like for a day or two, and somehow your toenails are real soft, and from your boot. Because I don't know, the sweater or whatever in your boot or foot.
I would think it
gets
would
your
probably soak in and make your.
And you can pee. They're almost like you can get some really good ones.
Did you say the sweater in your boot?
The sweat in your boot.
Wait,
sound like
good
sweater.
strips of nail itself, or are you picking shit underneath?
No,
your...
the toenail. I've picked toenails where I've taken the whole toenail off.
You're fucking you're Brundle fly.
Wait, don't you have a toe that doesn't move?
Yeah.
He has a toe that's dead, remember?
It doesn't move.
He has a dead toe.
Yeah, he's got a dead toe.
It's in our movie. I try to explain it to people,
The
but
dead
it
toe?
just died.
Now, I will pit a loud apple eating against toe picking any day of the week, and I'll take the loud apple. That is disgusting.
Yeah, really. You have nothing
but
to
see,
complain
you
about.
can turn your head and not see the toe picking.
No, but you know it's there.
Right.
You know it's going on behind you. And like a car wreck, you gotta look. Voss picking his toenail. What do you pick it? Do you go, oh, look? Do you?
Oh, and you bitch about her apple eating.
Sometimes I'll get a bunch of them and put them on the table and build up a pile.
Oh, yeah, that's just as bad.
Oh, God.
You're the worst.
You don't use a nail clip like to shower, and then they get soft kind of in the shower, whatever, and then you just clip them in the
What
bathroom.
am I, 3 years old? You don't clip your toenails. You fucking
Yes,
rip them
you
off.
do.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
your
clip 'em
toenails.
nice
You
and-
fucking you
don't rip 'em
you
off.
pick them.
No,
and then you
because-
get big ones and you play with it a little.
Don't
or
leave even
whatever.
jagged fucking saw blade edges on him. Bonnie's legs must be just chopped apart from your toenails in bed.
Plus, if you rip it off too far down, man, that
Yeah,
fucking
it's gonna
hurts
hurt.
when you
Oh no!
walk.
I know. Sometimes you'll draw
You gotta
blood.
be careful. Oh my God!
Ow! I gotta grab my foot. I gotta grab my foot just to the pain.
Calm down. You're not...
Didn't you used to bite your
I'm
nails?
imagining it.
bathhouse.
It's horrible.
Dude, what the
Didn't you
fuck?
used to
That's
bite
the
your
worst.
nails?
Yeah.
That's the worst feeling when you cut them down too far.
No, but he used to bite his nails too. He has the
I
thing
used
with
to be
nails.
a biter, but I'm done with that.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I don't do that.
I don't bite the nails
I
anymore.
don't bite them. Once in a while, they'll get big, but it's there's some kind of feeling you get. I don't know when you just fucking. I know I've yanked it and then the blood comes out.
I've yanked it and the blood comes out. That's great.
And like it hurts. And then for the next 2 days, when you put your fucking shoe on, you can't bump it. But
I have like
know,
I'm
fucked up.
freaking out at the sound of
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
Why do you do that?
huh? Why do you do that?
Because his mom
Really?
sucked. Figure it out.
Because he can't do drugs or
Right,
booze.
his mom
so he's got to
sucked.
get some pain or something
Right.
somewhere.
What did your mom do that was so awful?
Oh my! What
wasn't
did
Gave
very
she
birth
do?
to me. No, she didn't. No, she just. She was a good mom. She was a struggling mom with 3 kids, but on her own. What the fuck?
Did she berate you a lot?
No. Well, I don't know. It's
Rich, we all love you very much, but if you continue this toenail pulling, we will not allow you back in this house. See, toenail intervention, get it? I even had a prop.
It was good.
Oh God! Sometimes you really kill them.
About hack bit fucking intervention. Ooh, that sucked.
That was all right.
I tried.
Not that,
Can only
you know.
throw them out so much.
That was not a bad one. I just didn't have anything to add to it. I wish I did.
I don't know, but
Coffin.
I can't get over. I can't get over how good looking.
What?
Rich Voss is?
No, she is.
Oh, yeah.
It's really.
It's funny. It's Sam.
It's the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show.
I go to Snopes and people forward me crap. Get that forwarded stuff, and it's like, did you hear that this person said this? And then you go to Snopes, you pop their name, and it goes, no, it's bullshit. And then you send it back.
How do you know it's
CC'd
not-
with everyone that the forward was forwarded to.
Right.
So you make whoever sent the original thing look like an ass. How do you know Snopes is real?
Yeah, for real.
Because they kind of do tell
their
you
livelihood?
where they got the information from, and yeah, like where the myth came from in the first place. A lot of the myths are like kind of shoot-offs from old myths that used to spread by Xerox around the office.
And they go back and they'll actually find the source of it a lot of times. It could be 1800s or whatever.
Yes.
They do, actually. And
I know.
The founder, Ted Snopes, just felt that there was too many rumors circulating. And he didn't like it.
Of course, he wouldn't like that.
No.
But he dispels a lot of rumor, Ted Snopes.
Yes, but he also confirms things that people might think are...
Yeah, that too. Yeah. He's good at that, Ted.
Yes.
Jordan.
Do you know what my favorite myth to dispel was?
What's that, Ted?
That the abominable snowman was a Seattle Seahawks fan. It was a pack of lies.
How did you dispel that?
I was near his lair, and I saw a Chargers hat.
Well, that would dispel...
Snopes!
Is that your last name?
It's my nickname.
Oh, Ted Snopes.
Yes.
Because you said what your last name was once before.
Yes, but I don't remember.
I didn't either. I was hoping you would.
I'm forgetful.
I'm just trying to see if somebody does have it.
Yeah, I'm sure someone does.
Yeah, idiots remember everything. Except that, maybe.
You know what it was? I would say nopes a lot when I was a kid. Like, they would say, hey, you want to go out? Nopes. And they would go, oh, good. Ted's nopes again. And it just kind of stayed.
Ted is a douche.
Ted is a goddamn fool. My name is Ted Sheckler.
It's a Sheckler? No,
it certainly is.
I don't think it was Sheckler.
Well, you think what you want. I'll just spell it.
Oh, no one's got it.
Ooh. 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 Also, do we have an update on Howie Mandel? People are asking. Our friend Howie was rushed to the hospital, yesterday? Or earlier this morning? Probably yesterday. Up there in Toronto. And has an irregular heartbeat.
False!
Oh, Ted Snopes.
That's a falsehood. He went to 7-Eleven to buy a hat. Fucking germaphobe.
Ted Snopes would know.
Yes, he would.
Well,
he's like the drudge of celeb rumors and mystique.
Mystique.
Yes.
Why don't I put a little, Jewish star on my back?
What do you think of Hillary and Obama?
What do you think?
Hi, folks. Primetime Sam Roberts here for the Opie and Anthony Internship Program. I wasn't always a world-famous celebrity. I started as a simple Opie and Anthony intern.
Here's your banana, Sam.
Thanks, Matt. When I first started... what is this? Is this a goddamn bruise? Get your wordless ass back down there and get me a real piece of fruit and use your own goddamn money. Being an Opie and Anthony intern is an exciting thing. You'll get to learn new equipment, see a real radio show being produced, and have one-on-one guidance every step of the way.
I have an idea.
Do you see that red light on? When that fucking light is on, it means I am creating. Understand that you will never amount to anything of substance. Now get the fuck out of my face. So apply now to be an Opie and Anthony intern. Go to SiriusXM.com/internships to apply. Because remember, we all have to start somewhere.
Hey, Sam.
Don't look at me in the eyes, maggot.
It's indoors. I don't know. I don't know. Something,
I wish we were on the air. It's all good stuff. Part of radio.
What the fuck?
How long does it take?
Now what do we do, Sam?
Like, you just got to put the plug in. Yeah, Sam, do something.
Sam, what do we do?
Keep the crowd warmed up for us.
You guys are already here.
I can bring up CNN.com. We can talk about what's in the news.
You might just went off. That's it.
Here's some more talk.
And now, live from the SiriusXM studios in New York City. It's the Opie and Anthony Show's Car Crash Comedy. Car Crash Comedy. 5 amateur comedians competing for fabulous prizes and national acclaim. And now, your hosts, Opie and Anthony.
All right, we're going to try this again. Are we live from the fishbowl?
I hope so.
We just did 15 amazing minutes of radio that no one heard, Anthony.
No one heard it because for some reason the studio didn't work.
Yeah.
Are we
It's
getting a
working now.
thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Are we live after a 30-minute
I
break?
refuse to talk unless we're broadcasting.
How is
We're on.
Opie's thing is? How is your fucking iPad 5 minutes off from my iPhone?
What are you talking about?
Your clock says 8:25 a.m. Mine says 8:20 a.m.
Lost time.
And
How does that happen?
I'm 8:20 over here. No, I got our phones are the same time. My iPad.
Oh,
this is I don't know, whatever.
You're on Jersey.
Hey, we
time.
got Car Crash Comedy. Of course, Jim Norton, Rich Voss, and Bob Kelly are going to be judging this damn thing.
Yeah.
And these guys aren't this is just the audience.
Yeah, it's just the audience. We have
we're
live
lucky-
audience.
Are the
lucky to
comics
have,
out there?
Luther here from 48 Hours.
Luther.
That's a great reference. 30 years later.
Wow. Really? Yeah,
Yes.
you don't do any old references?
Not that old.
Oh, okay, so I got to stop at 26 years?
Yeah,
you
Mom's
fucking
Mabley.
idiot.
All right.
Don't laugh at him because he's him. That stunk, all right? Fuck you. Oh, it's Jim. We got to laugh. Fuck you. He's a nobody with no chin. Fuck that jellyfish. Okay? Stress Factory this weekend or Arlington.
Plenty of tickets available.
Okay.
Dude, you don't see me plugging Uncle Vinny's tonight in Point Pleasant. Or fucking Staten Island tomorrow night. Why don't you settle down with the plugs?
Okay, well, listen, because next week at the Arlington Cinema Draft House right outside D.C.
The draft house again.
Draft House.
Draft House.
We were so happy this didn't make the radio
I
the first
know,
time.
I know.
Now it's got to make the radio.
There it is, his draft house.
Our luck. Yeah. What about the draft house there, Bob?
No, next weekend. Next weekend outside. What are the voices telling you to do?
One of our.
You made fun of me on Facebook.
I'm sorry, really?
Oh,
and
shit.
I was the first. Anyhow,
Wait.
Yeah, you were. You called me,
what?
you called me a mongoloid.
I'm sorry.
You call him a
Did I spell it right?
I'm glad you just proved them wrong.
I know. I don't think he was kidding. I don't think he was
All
trying to be
because
funny.
my brother tagged you in the photo as Midget Finger Jew.
Okay.
Yeah, you blame me for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't do any investigating on who did it. I'm sorry. I didn't have time to get. No, it's still in the family. Okay.
This is the
I'm sorry.
mindset of every fuckwad fan that is on the internet.
Nah.
You did that to me. It's like, great. I get 800 hate fucking texts
Exactly.
and tweets and everything else a day.
Give Lloyd a chance to explain. No, exactly what happened.
I'm sorry. Don't. Sorry.
I don't care. It's funny.
You care enough to bring it
Did
up.
it hurt
You're
your
lucky.
feelings a little
I
bit?
wasn't on the radio.
You're lucky we took the pledge yesterday.
I misunderstand. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it.
He's very angry.
I'm missing it.
Yeah, he's right up
You're
front.
missing
He was
it?
near me.
And
What are you
he's
missing?
probably
What,
got
love?
Yes.
The chromosome
I'm
bust.
tired.
What's the matter? Why you sound angry today?
Yeah, you're
I'm
like
not angry,
pissed
I'm just
off.
tired.
Why are you tired,
You'd
sweetie?
be mad too if your tongue didn't fit in your mouth.
Oh, shit.
Kidding. I just had
Go,
to
Bob
my
Kelly
friends.
goes right
I'm
for the
sorry.
fucking
Keep 'em coming.
jugular.
Keep them coming.
You're a good guy.
I know.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
You're a nice guy.
You all right? Everything's good? All right.
Yeah.
Love you, Jimmy.
Thank you,
Let's
sir.
make fun of the good-looking twink in the back.
Which one?
Why go for the easy target?
Yeah.
This fucking serial rapist in the back.
Yeah. Hey, preppy killer.
Who's Seacrest?
I'm pop your collar, faggot.
And wake the guy up next to you.
He is awake.
He's awake.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
He's just being alternative. Gotta look high all the time, man. That's what we do. We're not here.
Fuck this. I'm going to listen to David Cross.
Abu.
See you, Rich.
That's puts the brakes right on it.
There was no confidence.
Where's the
in
car
it.
crash?
That's
Let's test out the car crash.
why would that work?
Louder.
There.
Can they hear it?
We're gonna need that.
You can hear that?
There's no response team.
Should we get started or what? We got some opening acts.
I didn't hear what you said.
Opening act.
I heard you.
I didn't say it again.
That's what this fucking cunt got me with.
Let's get this started. What the hell? We got some opening acts before we get to the real contest.
We do.
Yeah, guys, to just kind of warm up the crowd.
Warm up the crowd, get them going.
Yeah. What's the prize? Do you know? We didn't even talk about this all week. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah. What
$2,000 and you get to eat on Bobby.
Oh. I think it is like a cash, an undetermined cash prize. I'm not sure how much.
Okay.
What is it? Let me see. And the Car Crash Comedy is brought to you by the Borgata Hotel Casino Spa. Visit Borgata.com. They also get a chance to, I guess, go up on stage at the Borgata, huh?
That's nice.
And get completely fucking humiliated.
You can't even get that gig, Rich? You can leave and join the comics if you want to try to win this.
I got to fucking do contests now to get back into Borgata. They hired us there on a Sunday.
You can leave and join the comics if you want to try to win this.
I got to fucking do contests now to get back into Borgata. They hired us there on a Sunday, and whatever.
Was there a big crowd?
Yeah, it was fucking sold out up to the third row.
Curtains, a big crowd.
I thought I hit bonus here. What are you talking about?
Another curtain situation?
No, it was during last comic. We did the Borgata.
All right, listen, let's get this going. No one cares.
Yes. No one cares.
Rob,
I know, he asked.
Rob Ivans? Is that his name?
Where is he?
Where is he?
Let's bring him on.
All right,
Rob Ivans. They're parading the comics out, led by Club Soda Kenny, is parading. Look at this. It looks like a perp walk.
Yeah. Look at this.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Is that it?
Is that it? They have to check for who raped him. Let's check for semen in the
And
stroller.
the last guy, he's security too, the little guy?
Yeah.
That's
where?
Joe.
In fucking Oz.
I like that he had to help you with the joke.
You know what? He was a Bronx cop. He'll fucking throw you through the wall.
He'll mess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he will.
He'll be a small wall, but he'll throw you through it. Be more like a curb, but he'll throw you right through.
Dude, he'll throw you into the fucking mouse hole. All right,
All right, how's this going to work? These guys got 2 minutes, right? And if they get 3 car crashes, they're done. They don't make it to 2 minutes.
Jesus.
And these are kind of the first
warm-up guys, right?
Yeah, the warm-up guys,
Are
and
they
then
in
we're
the
going to get
contest? Are the warm-up guys in the contest?
Well, they get airtime, and who knows what happens. We got actually 4 guys that are worth competing. And then technically, these guys are here so we can make fun of them a little
These
bit.
guys don't even.
Exactly.
You want to know the truth.
That's my
They don't even
job.
look happy. They look
No, they
miserable.
don't.
Nah, they're all miserable.
Did you make
So they
them do
really
this?
are comics.
Hey, are you the only one doing the actual car crashes? Or
I'm going to have to get a cue from these guys.
Yeah, okay.
You give me a thumbs
All
down.
right,
I'll
here's your
them
cue.
up.
After he tells the joke, just hit the button.
When
All
he's
right.
introduced. Right when he walks in the door.
Rich, introduce the first guy. Here, over here, I got the names.
Rich.
On the left side.
On the left side, okay. Our first act, you might recognize him if you were looking out the window a second ago. A big hand for Rob Ivans.
Rob Ivans.
Rob Ivans.
Where are we going?
Oh, look at this.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, God. Man, bring them on music.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I recently quit my job as a kindergarten teacher to pursue comedy full time, and I call it a job, but it's really, as you can imagine, like being a kindergarten teacher, it's more like it's more playtime than work time. The kids are cute and everything, and you know. But I think the best part about being a kindergarten teacher is the fact that my students' tiny hands make my dick look so much bigger than it really is.
Where are we going?
So I don't think abortion would be such a big deal in America if women actually laid eggs like chickens. Because really, who doesn't like to sit down to a nice big omelet every now and again? There's one car crash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you got to cut him a break. He's going first.
Anyway.
Do you have anything stronger than a car
No.
crash? Yes.
A fucking plane crash.
Something
Can
like
we
a
see
nuclear bomb.
Mid-air collision
Yeah.
between two 747s.
Let him finish. Don't car crash him. Go ahead, Harry Chapin.
That's fine. But anyway,
I wish you'd have the same end result. He
I
lost his head. See?
I turned 30 last week, and you know, things are changing. I realized I'm kind of disconnected from younger people. Like, I see a guy in the street. I don't know if he's gay or just really, really cool.
What? Yeah, that was his best laugh, but it's like
that was a good line. Sounds thirsty.
So anyway,
It didn't
but
get
I remember when I was younger, people used to tell me how like, well, you're gonna start losing your hair, and the less hair you have on your head, the more you get in other parts of your body. And it's true because growing up, I didn't really have chest hair, but now I do. But it's not cool like Hugh Jackman chest hair. It's like patchy. Like my chest just looks like a map of Indonesia. My left nipple's East Timor.
With a swollen island under it.
Hate geography jokes.
How many crashes in my act? 1, 2.
Oh, you should want fucking your
You shouldn't
killer.
acknowledge the crashes.
The fucking mood of the room.
You're at 2 legitimate ones and around 19 in my head.
No, you're doing.
This is my
they gotta
third
give you
microphone
another
switch
mic.
here.
You're so hot.
Okay, so yeah. Anyway, I used to, when I was younger, when I first started comedy, I used to make a lot of jokes about rape. But now that I'm older, I realize that rape is no laughing matter. Like literally, I've never seen a woman laugh while being raped.
Unless you're a kindergarten kid.
I'm done. Was that after the bell?
After the bell, he actually made it.
Damn, he made it.
And Voss punched his
right,
joke
thank
up
you.
at the end.
Hey, hold on. What's his name?
What's his name?
Rob
History.
Ivins.
And you want for being here? You want to promote anything?
Rob Ivins, who
Yes.
I thought did pretty well for coming out in the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you want to promote, sir?
Thank you.
You know.
Promote anything? Your Twitter, your Facebook. What do you want to promote?
Yeah, you can just like YouTube Rob Ivins. You can just find me on
All
there.
right, there you go. man.
The omelet joke
Why
is
don't
very
you-
close to something Carlin did. I'm not saying you
really?
took it from him. Yeah. I mean, it's a conclusion. A lot of people.
And
But
the
you should be careful of that one. 'cause
the little hands on the dick. Wow.
That's
Wow.
I've heard that as many times as I've had those little hands
What
around
do
my
you-
dick.
And let me tell you, I live that on a daily basis. Okay, so why don't you go stand by the window so people walking by can think that the aquarium? Okay,
Uh,
not
Why,
bad.
Rich?
He's a little tubby, and I don't like
he's
him.
not whale size.
yeah, it's really.
He's a baby whale.
Not a bit.
I thought he did well.
Rich is just mean.
I like
He's husky.
I like his reasoning. He's a little tubby, and I don't like him.
All right, Rich. Bring on the next guy.
Good job.
These are kind of the opening acts.
Yeah.
Do you want to open for Bobby while he's opening for Dane?
All right.
That's
obsessing
number
with that.
2.
I know, but it's a different opening joke.
All right. I just like the fact that E-Rock's got his hat turned backwards.
Oh, I know.
Like a young Jimmy Olsen.
Jesus.
E-Rock's all business today.
Oh, Jesus. Nobody's
wearing
Oh, my
his-
God.
All right, I want to see the first one to fucking give him a car crash.
Yeah.
Holy.
I'm just going to laugh at
Fucking
everything
little
you
brother
say.
shirt
Yes.
on.
Looks like Lurch's nephew.
How does your head so
Oh, okay.
big and such small little eyes?
Oh, God. Oh,
You look
Jesus.
like a fucking. You look like a fat
No,
chink.
He looks like.
Your next comic, you may have seen him spearing a mastodon.
You look like a fat. You look like a fat baby on Maury.
No, he does. He looks like a Little Rascal episode. Our next act completely let himself go. Let's have a big hand for Sean Sullivan.
All right.
All right, Sean.
Sully. Oh, the bring on music. It's working for the weekend. Love it.
How's it going, guys?
Hi, Sean.
I think I've been drinking too much. I think I'm going to do a 12-step program. If I can make it up or down 12 steps, pass me another beer. I'm not drunk enough.
It's a drunk joke. I got to give it to him.
Yeah.
I thought he was just talking to me.
And like he's ever climbed 12 stairs.
Go ahead. So, go ahead.
Yeah, let him do stuff.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
Go ahead.
It's cold out and like it sucks. Like it's like if it snows and shit.
He's got
People
got
put
chips
people
delivery.
put carrots in his nose.
This guy's good.
Good.
And but at least you can keep your beers at where you keep the minorities outside of your house.
All right. Again, I think he's just talking to me.
Yeah, that's good because they really do ruin everything.
How could you think this is cold if you lived through the Ice Age?
Yeah. He has deer socks on.
I know.
You guys remember ShamWow? I remember.
Yeah.
I remember they say that the Germans make good stuff. I'm like, what is the ShamWow going to pick up 60 million droplets of not the whole entire spill? Oh, fuck. I fucked it up, but ShamWow Holocaust joke is not going to go over well.
People kind of saw where it was going too. When you said
yeah,
Germans,
I apologize.
where else would a ShamWow
When you
joke go?
said you remember ShamWow, the commercial came on last night.
Okay.
Oh, wow. It's not like it's a fucking,
comedy show.
Yeah. Making these guys look good.
Does anybody else just have the strong urge to bite his cheeks?
Yeah, they do look delicious.
Yeah, pull your pants down.
Yeah. Someone farted too, by the way.
Of course.
No, it's just he stinks.
Go ahead, Sean. Let Sean do his act.
I recently just got my girl tampons from the store. I got back, and she said, it's the wrong one. I need the one with wings. So I poured Red Bull on it and threw it out of her vagina.
It's not believable because nobody thinks you have a girlfriend.
What'd you say?
Say my sister.
You put what on it and threw it over vagina?
Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay.
Oh.
I had something with wings.
I haven't heard
This
of
went
wings
from
of a
comedy
Maxi
to spoken word.
commercial in quite a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
So, one more, and then we'll wrap him up.
No, I want him to do 40. Stretch.
I know, right?
Stretch.
Plastic bag.
Yes.
Stretch Armstrong. Let her rip.
You guys
ripping the mic so hard,
like
you're gonna
porn?
break
I
it.
love porn.
Porn.
Yeah,
So I got so much porn, it's enough to shake a fist at. And I do. Until I get chafed, and I stop.
All right, ended on a good note.
All right. I'm going to take the mic back. His finger grips are going to be stuck in it.
That's
Sean, does he want to promote anything?
Sean.
Hey,
Do you want to promote like the Wellmont Theater Saturday?
You got anything you want to promote?
Are you
anything?
Are you deaf in one ear because your father used to hit you in it?
The only thing I can think of, it's an open mic at Finn's Pub.
All right.
And in Oakdale, if you're near Oakdale.
And what's your mix? Because you do have a very unusual.
No, I'm all Irish. Please look
that's just a bloated, drunken
you're not
face.
part-
Thing.
My mom might have fucked Yao Ming. I don't know.
Please look at his ears.
You're not
Please look at his little fucking baby ears.
Let me see your little ears.
They look like Mr. Potato Head, and they just.
It looks like he got stung by a bee.
You're not part Irish and beady eyes.
What?
You know how,
mean,
how,
Rich.
how
He's
hard it is for
Rich,
him.
we're trying to do
jokes.
jokes.
It's going to be for his friend driving home with him going, no, you did well.
he has no friends.
All right, Sean, great job.
His head sticking
Long
out.
Island guy.
Yeah.
Take it easy, Sean.
He's going to go order some ribs that tip his car over.
All right, who's next there?
Our next act, when you see him, is the reason people hate Jews. Let's have a hand for Jason McLennan. Oh, no, not him. The guy after. Sorry, wrong intro. Go back. Go back.
Is your name Jason?
No, that's the next guy.
Fucked up.
I didn't see who was. I thought he was coming through the door. I was looking out the window.
Improv your intro. This is the guy.
All right, I'm going to do it right now. Our next act is not the intro I gave you for our next act.
Bring on Van Gogh already.
Okay.
Talk about old references.
Nah, he nailed it. He nailed it.
We don't know how he is in comedy, but I'm sure he's a great spot welder. A big hand for Jason McLennan.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason. All right.
Go.
Wow.
Thank you, boss. I appreciate it. First, I want to thank Kenny for the awkward moment in the waiting room because he came in and one of the guys had a book bag and he walked up.
Tell jokes.
I'm gonna. You told prick.
I like a guy that works in the moment.
No, so anyways, he came in and he saw the guy's book bag and he said, "Excuse me, sir, would you mind emptying out your notebook or your bag?" So the guy opened his bag, but the whole time Kenny's looking at his balls. I think he wanted him to empty the other bag.
Well, instead of
I like it. I like that.
When you were Van Gogh, can it be Just Go?
When you were,
I'm nervous.
When you were in Poltergeist 2.
Why don't you ask me when I was on the cover of Mad Magazine, Alfred E. Newman?
All right, don't do crowd work. That's what I do. Do some fucking act.
Do some fucking act. Well said.
All right, I'm sorry my hands are shaking. It's been 3 hours since I last masturbated.
He just made that up.
Yeah, he did.
All right.
Everybody related to it.
I did some Google research before I came in here about. Oh, I'm sorry. I did some Google research before I came in, and I found a lot of interesting things. Like I found out that there is not a minority within 5,906 feet of Anthony Cumia's house, because that is the maximum effective range of a Barrett 50 caliber rifle.
There we go.
I mean, he wrote that.
It's not a joke. That's fact.
Yeah.
He's just stating fact.
He's just Wikipedia.
Okay, and then while I was on that search, you would realize if you Google the word masturbation, you'll come back with just about 50 million website results. If you Google search self-respect, you only get about 16 million. But the biggest jerk-off phrase term that you could put in Google is government with 939 million web hits. So they're the biggest jerk-offs.
Yeah. I feel like I'm at a fucking conference.
Actually, the alternative guy was like, that was a good one, man. Real comedy.
Finally. Christ, I don't want to leave a show going, well, I got to do research.
You don't want to leave your house doing that. All right, then.
And you never want to leave a show. It's the people who paid to see you that do. Want to leave?
Should have just let you start.
Okay, well, I don't know if you realize it, but Anthony's actually a very good movie reviewer.
Oh, thanks.
I asked him what his least favorite Tom Cruise movie was, and he said Minority Report.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Okay.
You just tripped over the words a little.
No, I'm sorry.
But Mississippi Burning is his favorite comedy.
Well, his review went something like this. Those fucking ass-fucking precogs got it all wrong. They didn't do the research. I did. Fuck you, Steven Spielberg, and your daydreaming ass cunts.
Well, I'm sure Steven Spielberg. Take fuck the tape when he.
How high have you been?
I'm just being hypnotized by his fucking Adam's apple going up and down.
You look like half the girls I fucked.
Look at that bouncing ball in his throat.
Man, what can I do?
I'm just saying, you're doing great.
I haven't been to New York City in probably 15 years, and I haven't been on a train in at least that long. I got on the train this morning.
So you want to get on Bobby's back?
No, we would pull a train, not get on. We would pull a train, not get on a train. Thanks.
Can you do me a favor? Can you sit where he's sitting?
Why? Do you want to eat his Adam's apple? Now it'll turn into a fucking pig roast.
Stop. Boss, stop. Right there. Yeah, two good ones. His good one always let him blow.
Yeah, he always punches himself out.
All right, well, the conductor saw me.
I thought you were done.
No, I'm not done.
Oh, let him go.
So all right, the conductor looked at me and said, "Sir, you need to sit down." I said, "I am sitting down." And he came down and he said, "If you don't behave yourself, you got to get off the train." I'm done.
You gotta give him credit. You gotta give him credit for fucking just editing himself. I'm done.
Any questions for that guy, or we're just going to let him go? That's fine. Okay.
Get out of here.
All right, go ahead, Rich. The next guy.
Look at the walk.
Our next guy walking down Boulevard of Broken Dreams. You might recognize if you were in the Diamond
You
District
stop
this
shaking
week.
while you read.
Yeah, you
You don't have to make faces. You're ugly enough. Listen.
okay. Dr. Vinny Boom Butts.
Shut up. Good. Exactly.
Even the microphone was trying to escape.
Boss is actually standing on his chair right now, by the way. Go ahead, shrimp.
You got the gig, boss. Just read it.
Exactly.
You're not auditioning. Just go.
Yeah.
Go.
Don't stare me up and down. Just fucking read the thing.
I'm staring you side to side. Our next I know. Let's have a big hand for Jewy Jew. Jeff Grossman.
Jeff Grossman?
Yeah, it's Shabbat Shalom, Rich. How's everybody doing out there?
All right.
Hey, glad to be here. Long drive here today. I don't know whether there's a God in this world, and honestly, at this point, I could care less. But if there is, he's definitely got a bone to pick with fat guys. Because the one thing that makes absolutely no sense to me is that when a fat guy puts on weight, he puts on weight everywhere except for the one place he'd like to put on weight. How fucked up is that? I mean, your cock doesn't get bigger. I get Pamela Anderson's tits, but I don't get Tommy Lee's cock. What's up with that? And think about that for a minute. How fucking cool would that be? Instead of having to go to a big and tall store before a date and getting a stupid shirt like this one, I could go to McDonald's. Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order? Yeah, I got a big date tonight. Let me get a Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter pounder, French fry, icy Coke, thick shake, sundae, and yeah, it's March. Let me get about 5 of those Shamrock shakes to go, please. Thank you.
You know what, though?
You know what, dude?
By the way, when you said
I'm with you on the look, dude. I'm with you on the fat shit. I'm with you, but you should. What the fuck was the end?
I know.
You had me at the big tits and the
I'm not done yet.
Oh shit!
By the way, when you would have said, I don't know if there's a God. If Voss would have just died, we all would have went, yep.
Let it go, Rich. Let it go. Go ahead, brother.
He had you when, Jerry Maguire?
I mean,
come on, go ahead.
I should keep going. Okay. I mean, the funny thing is,
take your hand out of your pocket. You look.
Yeah, I'm staying comfortably. Whatever you.
Oh, it's his ex called Attell.
What's it? Attell?
No, he's not here.
I love him.
I wish he was.
Exactly. You fucking Vlasic pickle ad. Shut up.
I mean, think of how cool. Think of how cool it would be if actually when you got fat, you actually got the big dick that came with it. I mean, I could. Some people go to a bar, and I could actually be the guy that drunk chicks look to pick up after they had a few. You know what? Actually, that's a stupid fucking idea.
That was horrible.
That's a completely stupid idea, and. Some people dream big. They dream of playing third base for the Yankees. Other guys dream of being a doctor, a lawyer. Apparently, all I'm looking for is an easy way to get a skank to look at me at a bar. So, thanks for letting me take.
But well, hold on. He had confidence.
Yes.
When he walked in with confidence.
So did Hitler.
Worst comes to worst, we could advertise on his back. What I'm saying.
You know what, dude?
Really? You guys feel sorry for somebody?
I think if this was
you,
Bonnie,
us.
I thought he had confidence out of everybody. He came in with.
He
confidence.
did. He came in.
He had good confidence.
He had nothing after it, but he had confidence.
Yeah, if this was blog comedy, you're just going on and on without a comma or a period.
Did you say blob comedy?
No, that's just what you think when I speak.
Oh, Bob.
Oh, self-deprecating.
Whoa.
We love you, Bobby.
Yes, I never throw comedy into that.
Wow.
You want to promote anything, sir? You're good?
I'm a teacher, man. This is the first time I've ever been in front of an audience doing
Really?
anything like
Oh,
this.
Classroom.
That was good.
I'm not looking for sympathy. I just came here to have fun, and I'm with some great people. And
Can you
All
look
right,
for
calm down.
Stop giving a
All right,
speech like
calm
you
down.
want something.
Fucking
Can you do me a favor?
All
Can you
Kidding
look
aside,
for
folks?
Can you look for a shirt that fits?
I will.
What-
Hopefully, it's not that.
what grade
sweatshirt,
do you
but I will
teach?
look for
What
it.
grade?
I teach kindergarten.
What did he say to
Are
you?
they looking for help?
What grade?
Oh, Uncle Paul.
I teach younger kids.
Yeah.
How old?
5 and 6 years old.
All right.
That's got to be.
That's hot. That's hot.
Mentally
I'm winning them
stimulating,
over,
huh?
clearly.
How, do they sit and just stare at you going, ugh?
What do you teach them?
Do you ever have a little girl taking nap time with the milk next to her?
Only when I start speaking.
Oh.
Do you do little jokes in class? Like to try to, did you practice your set on them?
Absolutely.
Yeah, do that fat cock joke in kindergartners.
You'd be surprised how well that one went over.
You play
Right
sit
after
on my
nap
lap?
time. That's exactly what I went to.
You're married too. How did that happen?
How did that happen? I wasn't always this fat.
No, I don't think you're fat. I think you're just.
Couldn't have been. Because they voted on gay marriage and they... Nothing.
Uh-oh, he's going to the cup.
Wait a minute, alternative?
No, it's not legal. I don't think that's legal in New Jersey.
Exactly.
That was a good
Hey, I
visual,
thought you had a
Rich.
lot of confidence. I'm telling
Stop
you.
saying confidence.
You got to start with confidence.
Can
and then
we
you get
move
funny.
on?
All right.
Huh?
Can we move on, Rich, please?
Yeah, I don't
Thank
want
you.
to job.
Thank you guys.
Shalom.
Put the mic back in the stand, dude. Right behind
This is the last opening act, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh.
The last opener.
Our last opener, and thank God this is almost done, so we can go from horrible to horrendous. Let's have a big hand for David Curley.
David.
Got a funny name.
So, a lot of big NBA news lately. A lot of big trades going down. I think the biggest story this year is LeBron James. I mean, what a rough year he's had off the court. You know, first he makes the decision to abruptly leave Cleveland, just infuriating the Cavalier fan. And then, you know, all these Cavalier fans have been posting racial threats on his Facebook page all year. And when I heard about this, it just absolutely baffled me because I thought black people only used MySpace.
Well, and
on top of that, I didn't know people from Cleveland could afford a computer.
Right?
Pretty good.
And I don't know why Anthony's called a Cavalier fan.
So I'm really happy that February's finally over because I hate Valentine's Day.
Oh. I was thinking something else.
Yep. Just take everything he says in this joke and add those words.
Like the Ides of March.
Oh, Chip.
Hey, Chip.
So last year, my girlfriend actually broke up with me on Valentine's Day.
Lucky her.
I gave her a pair of diamond earrings, and she told me she wasn't getting anything out of the relationship anymore. I told her I wouldn't say that because I have herpes. So you have fun with that.
STD joke?
Because diamonds aren't the only thing that are forever.
Not bad.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad. Not bad. That was pretty good.
Graded on a curve.
Yeah.
So, I've been getting back into the dating scene, and I recently just signed up for a profile on eHarmony. And you know what? eHarmony is actually not that bad. You know, if you're looking for a chick from Long Island with 5 kids and a blown-out vagina, it's definitely the website for you.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
If you want one from New Jersey, I can give you a number.
He's making fun of his own wife.
Yeah. Dan, you don't have to explain to these fucking
Yes, I
movies.
did.
No, I didn't.
As long
Came
as
out like
Anthony
dramatic
gets it,
prose.
I don't give a fuck. Anthony knows comedy, okay? All right? When Anthony likes you, he'll go like that, okay?
How hard is it to hold a cup with those little stiff fingers?
Just as hard as it is for you to wear a chin strap.
It's very difficult.
Shut up, fucking gargoyle. See, I got greedy.
I know. And you shook a lot.
I do.
You shook a
Why
lot.
did I take away your meatloaf?
And he's back in. It's as fast as that.
He
with
is
this
in and out.
Yeah. Suckers in and out real quick.
Bob carries meatloaf in his pocket.
That's just me.
Let the guy finish, man. He's doing
That's right, yeah.
He's got a pretty good second.
Yeah,
we didn't even know you were still here. I did that one.
So I'm from Charleston, and I'm a real big drinker. And you have to be careful in Charleston now because they're really cracking down on drunk driving. They are setting up DUI checkpoints everywhere. And I don't really know how effective a DUI checkpoint is. Because if the cops were really interested in catching the highest concentration of drunk drivers on any given evening, all they'd have to do is hang out the end of a Taco Bell drive-thru after midnight. And you wouldn't even need a breathalyzer. You just need to see what people are ordering, because everybody knows the drunker you are, the more ambitious you are with the meal you can put down. All right, sir, bring the car to a stop. Let me take a look at the bag. 2 chicken soft tacos with no cheese. Well, you're obviously sober, because that's the gayest meal I've ever seen. So why don't you take your Mazda Miata and get the fuck out of here?
He's fucking doing characters.
That's good. Well, you know what, though? It was good, and that car crash was perfect. He said, pull the car up, and you crashed.
I know,
it.
that crashed him, but he wasn't drunk, you know.
Yeah, it's nice when it all
Fucked it up.
comes together, isn't it?
He actually wasn't bad.
He was good. He was good. He looks like an ESPN news anchor, but I know. He was good.
He looks like every FedEx
Excuse
guy
me, hold
or
on.
something.
Hey,
He's
hey,
got
hey.
that generic guy look.
What was your name again?
Dave Corley.
Christ.
What happened? Oh, shit.
Danny Guest. Danny Guest.
Danny
I thought
just
you were-
gassed and Bobby's fucking...
He was watching himself on YouTube.
We got to get the fart mask if you're going to do
Oh,
that.
my God.
We have to show these
Fart
guys.
mask.
Smells like yeast and
Danny, you got another one in you? All right, Danny. might
Wow,
have another one
Danny's
in you.
really killing with
Bobby,
the
you got to
fucking
do the
gas.
fart mask for the people today. The what? The fart mask. It's our latest invention.
We'll show you.
You have to do it. You have to.
fucking hurt ribs. I'll fucking rehearse.
Oh, God.
Sweetie.
I don't want to rehearse. I'll try.
Rich, what were you gonna say?
I just wanted to know how long you've been doing this.
Oh, God. I've been doing stand-up for a little over a year.
Oh, not bad. From where are you working out of?
Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, cool. Do you got my number?
Yeah.
You got my number?
No, I don't.
Good. Bye. No, you were good, man.
Wow.
You had to ask him twice.
That would...
I know. I like the guy.
We
You
all
can't
knew
let
he
him-
didn't
Were you
have
the
your number.
Catskills?
Are you having a good time? Tell your face. Shut up.
Let him promote something. You want to promote anything, sir?
Yeah, I'll be at Theater 99 in Charleston on March 19th, and also the first Thursday of every month at Club Light in Charleston.
And what's your name
Came all the way
again?
up from fucking South Carolina for
Yeah,
that
you did.
fucking horrible.
What's your name?
Wow.
Dave Corley.
Dave Corley. All right.
Dave Corley.
We're gonna
Good
send
job, Dave.
people in that area will look for Dave Corley.
That was a good,
Good job,
good
Dave.
job, man.
It was a good set.
Good job.
Good job.
I need a thing of water. Where the hell's
You
some
guys
water?
can't even
I'm
get
parched.
comics from New York to come in, and he drove up from fucking South
Yeah.
Carolina
I
for
know.
this. He doesn't have to leave, does he? Make him stay. He came
For
from
what?
South Carolina.
You want to
Let
take him home?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure Bonnie wouldn't mind.
He's not taking a train right now. He's,
Exactly.
he's
Yeah,
going
give
for a
him a
glass
chair.
of water, you idiot.
You think he drove up and he's driving right back?
We should get the plug in, take a break, and then we're going to get the finalists on.
Yes.
right?
You mean Car Crash Comedy, brought to you by the Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa. I love the place. Visit Borgata.com.
All right. We'll break and we'll continue,
Can I get
I
my
guess.
plugs in?
Yeah, go ahead.
This week, the Stress Factory. Next weekend, the Arlington Cinema Draft House. Stress Factory is selling out, so get there. You know what I mean?
Stretch Factory?
Stress. I said Stress
No, you
Factory.
didn't.
Whatever. I got gum in my mouth.
I don't like
Oh,
that
really?
you're trying to panic the people into buying tickets.
I'm not at all.
It's selling out fast. Get them now. It's not a fucking.
You could go Sunday and get tickets.
I won't be there.
Exactly.
It's not a monster truck show.
Okay.
Someday it's
First of
selling
all,
out fast.
I'm not doing a door deal. I'm just, they want to see a good show. Come. But the Arlington
I'm
Cinema
just going to
Draft
be honest
House.
with you. I'm at Point Pleasant, Uncle Vinny's tonight. There's going to be 3 people there. If you
And
want to be,
you're 2 of them.
yeah,
And we'll be right back with Car Crash Comedy. Stay there.
First of all,
you missed that one. That was terrific. Listen, the point is that he's saying he doesn't care, but he cares.
I know he's
Don't
upset.
care.
That's what we're confused about.
I'm trying to have a connection with him. I don't really care. I want to say, oh, we connected somehow.
You did on your IQ test.
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's really good
Well,
at that type of thing. So.
Professional.
Hey,
It's not personal.
What?
I don't think you're a mongoloid at all.
Thank you.
It's nice to say.
Rich, anybody else in the crowd? Or Bobby, anyone else in the crowd you want to talk to before we bring on
The
our
guy who can't
finalists?
quite cross his arms up front.
He thought he was all safe.
I want to talk. I want to talk to Uncle Paul in the back. Yeah. No.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Hi,
What-
Ernie.
One of these things just doesn't. Jesus Christ!
He's a bit older than the rest of them.
A bit older. Did you? Hey, can I ask you a question? Did you drive all these people here?
He used to tell everyone he was Captain Kangaroo. Would get him in the back.
I want to talk to you about diabetes. One of our fans of more advanced years than our usual fans.
You've aged me prematurely.
Yeah.
He's actually 23.
Oh, yeah. He's Mother Time. Oh, God. Mother Time. Mother's Time. Oh, that was in a bad line.
It's horrible. You're
I
right. It wasn't
understood.
bad. I can't wait to be that age where you just tuck everything and don't give a shit.
Oh, really? Obviously, you are that age.
Sorry, man.
You can't. Well, it's here.
What's
Sir,
your name,
how old
sir?
are you?
Sir, how old are you?
How old? 58.
That's very ageist,
Wow.
Bob.
Yeah.
You look younger than 58. And what's your name?
Mike.
Okay.
What do you mean that's ageist?
Mike.
Look at his face. That's ageist.
Are you married?
Yeah.
Get out.
Hey, Mike,
That door or this door?
do you cheat?
No.
Look at me.
He meant on your
Are you
diet.
offering?
That's pretty good. The guy's got a few years' experience under his belt. He's probably, had a few comebacks down there at the VFW Hall.
Playing some pinochle.
Yeah, just hanging out with the guys, talking about these people.
Yeah.
Look at him laugh.
Yeah.
And pointed at the black guy.
You ever go to one of the halls, though? It's always the white guys on the wall, and they have like one black guy on a lone wall, some veteran.
It's called a president.
That's not bad. Political joke.
Yeah, it was
I'm
a little-
surprised you knew.
Yeah. What do you do for work?
What do I do? I work in a lab.
No shit.
Matt's
Wow, that's exciting.
Your left eye's a little weaker than your. You make a lot of right turns when you're driving.
Is it really hard to take semen samples out of diapers?
We'll talk later.
Those rascals.
Oh, all right. Well, seem like a nice fella. How long you been listening to this debacle?
Long time. Long time. Since
You're
we
the
first
one.
came to New York.
Since we first came to New York. Was your hair gray then, or did it gray in time?
Not as much as it is now, but we still have it.
How long have you had the mustache?
60s?
60s.
Probably. Yeah, early 70s.
Yes. Can
This
I
is like
smell
the
it?
Warren Commission.
Why we're fascinated with a man who's over 40. Like, wow, what?
Mike demands an apology. From this, Mike demands an apology.
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Yes.
Everybody on the table's over 40.
But that's what I'm saying. We're all asking him, like, did you have gray hair? Who gives a shit?
It's called
It's
filler.
the worst interviews ever.
Bobby, pick someone else.
All right. Well, I guess.
Who else you want to talk
Hey,
to?
did you ever use a water fountain that he couldn't use? I mean, these horrible questions we're asking this guy.
I want to talk. We should talk to the black guy. I mean,
Carlton.
let me ask you a question.
That's Carlton. He's been on many times.
Yeah, we know Carl.
He's
He's
done some
all
great
right.
bits for us.
I never met him. I'm sorry.
How about one of the girls?
When you're running with a TV on your shoulder.
Right.
Wait a minute. First, do you have any TVs for sale?
You can rest assured when he's running, you're not on it.
A TV.
It was a TV. Because it was. Yeah, because I mean, it couldn't be
failed
plugged-
pilots.
That's right.
Jesus.
that hurts too.
Jesus.
Yes, Rich.
We should talk to the girls.
Let's talk to the girls.
The two
Let's talk to
girls.
the girls.
Can you stand up?
Nobody
both of you?
knows
The girls.
how to talk to
Stand
girls.
up. Stand up, both of you.
They're pointing
Can
to
you
the.
stand up and look, come out here so you can
Yeah,
be next
they're
to each other.
pointing to the one in the back where
Both
she
of
might
them.
be crazy or something.
Yes.
Oh,
She's
really?
got that
I don't
crazy
know.
look.
Holy
Stand next
shit.
to each other. Hold hands. Hold hands. Just so you're comfortable.
You look like a 3D
Do you want us to
mugshot.
kiss?
Yeah.
Wow, she jumps right into it.
All right. Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, you're
Go
always
away,
going to be
Sam.
the other girl.
Oh, shit.
Me?
Rich.
What is that?
Oh, hell no.
Shut up. You're the meanest people on the planet.
She's not. She's cute.
No, she's cute. I'm
She's all right.
fucking around.
She's very cute.
Fucking, you're all right. On a
One,
Tuesday
we have
before
two girls.
12.
What's that?
You know the show has no fucking women listeners. First one you get up, you call her chunky. What's wrong with you?
Oh, God.
Well,
She
let's put her
She's
next
not.
to you so she looks thin, okay? What the fuck?
Yeah, come here,
I'm not saying
Come
she's
here.
chunky. I didn't say that once.
They're both
okay?
adorable.
But the other one, you could tell, is a little more weathered, beaten down, and sexy.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
It's our last two female listeners.
last two.
She does look. She does look like she's from Cape Cod.
Her boyfriend is a fucking jacked up guy in the back. I hope he fucking. I can't wait to see Voss trying to explain this outside. I'm all for the show.
That's my brother.
Oh really?
That's my brother.
Even hotter.
When you were,
You got any stories?
when you were on Billy, when you were in Billy Jack, and you were taught. Go ahead.
Another
great
reference. Stop.
Wow.
That was. I get. Dude, fuck
Right,
you.
right.
It's way too.
That's a
too
good
obscure,
reference,
but
though.
It is a good reference. I get what you're saying. She
Put
does
your
look like-
headphones on.
Oh.
You're stepping on everyone.
She looks like that girl who Clint Eastwood put in all his movies.
The woman's name is Sandra Lockett. Was his
Sandra
girlfriend for a long time, and she was
Yeah.
raped in Sudden Impact.
She was also
right,
almost
computer.
gang raped by a bunch of Mexicans in the outlaw Josie Wales.
All right, computer Jim.
And the guy was like, "You cunt!" Remember that when he grabbed Sandra Lock by the shirt? You cunt!
So you guys
Put
don't
your
know each
headphones
other,
on.
right?
You got to.
Everyone's telling you.
They're not on.
Oh, the headphones aren't on.
Oh,
Okay.
turn them on. E-Rock. Jimmy Olsen, get in here. Get in here.
Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, get in
E-Rock,
here.
everyone. E-Rock.
So do you have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a boyfriend, sweetie?
Yeah, he's right there.
Oh, where is he? Hey, what's
Which
up?
one?
How's the
Another
big
guy that could
There
kick
you
your
go.
ass.
Why are you
Yeah.
in the front of her? Though? Why, there was no seat available?
How long you been going out with him?
Like almost 3 years.
Oh,
3
you
years.
I thought it was hers.
That's cool. And now, did you bring her into O&A? Did you
Oh
guys
yeah.
She liked it. Wait, well, you guys fucking lying. Who'd you
Well,
supposed
no,
to?
he got me into the show.
Oh, okay.
My first Christmas gift.
Yeah. Was
Yeah.
what?
The XM.
Satellite.
Jesus,
Satellite
Yeah.
radio.
And
Yeah,
what was
right.
your second? A
Horrible
power
gift.
saw?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, why don't you shit on your chest? I got you XM, Opie, and this. What now? What about you? Are you into the show? Did he get you into the show?
Actually, I don't know that much. I am sorry, but it's hysterical. And I didn't know that much except for when I was in college, my friends from Long Island told me when I see a WOW bumper sticker to take off my top. So it started a really bad habit, and now I take off my top all the time, and I say whip them out
what
Wednesday.
are you waiting for?
They were
what are you waiting for?
They were on the air.
Whip them out.
It's
Get those peaches out of that.
my brother's here. My brother's here. But
So what?
Well,
Hey,
tell him to close his
earmuffs,
eyes.
asshole. Let's go. Well,
No, you can't.
What?
You can't hear. You can't hear.
Not
Scott's
in here.
cockblocker.
We want. No, he's right though. We want you to believe me.
We're not allowed to.
No, not in this. We're in the lobby.
All right,
Jimmy had to put in those terms. We're in the lobby.
I can't argue that one. All right.
Did you see how fast Danny ran?
Danny ran in.
He went over there and punched her in the cunt.
Just make her stop. All right, good point. Good point. Shit.
We want
I
you to.
forgot.
But that was a trooper that she was willing to do that.
I know.
Do you have
Thank
big or
you,
small
Meredith
nipples?
Baxter Burney.
medium.
Can you go in the bathroom with a cell phone and take a picture of him and just bring it back in for me and Jimmy so we can just...
That's probably something you shouldn't do either.
And visit
No,
Bobby's
Kenny,
career.
there's this big guy Kenny following me around. He won't let me do that.
That's Club Soda.
Wait a minute. Voss had something to say. What'd you
I
say?
think she's very sexy. There's something about her I think is very sexy. You know
Whether
what
it's
I mean?
sexy?
Yeah.
No, no.
If you knew how stupid you look with your headphones like that.
I get an earache when I have
No,
them.
you don't. You don't know how they work.
You didn't have to say with your headphones like that, by the way.
I know, of course not.
Let's. I guess we should move on. No?
Yeah, let's go.
let's. All right, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
I hope you. Oh, look at her. She's like, oh, made it through. There you go. No problem. We like our female listeners.
Yeah, all two of them.
22-year-old female demographic.
22-year-old
Yeah.
female. Is that how old you are?
Yeah.
You've been going out for 3 years?
Yeah.
How old are you, dude?
sir?
23.
Oh,
Okay. I thought maybe you were like, yeah.
Everybody grab your wallets. Okay.
All right, we're ready for the finalists of Car Crash Comedy.
Let's do it.
Oh boy, Rich, you ready for the first guy?
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
So what are we going to do? These guys are going to compete, and then we're going to knock it down to two, and they're
Two
going to,
people, yeah.
and then they're going to, all right, do the finals. Great. So who's our next comic there, Rich?
Our next comic, and now the real deal starts, folks. This is not bullshit. This is for the big money.
No practice.
This is not Hollywood Week anymore. This is the real deal. So let's have a big hand.
No, we gotta let these guys do their material. They're competing
Yeah.
for real money.
Yeah.
This man means serious
let's have
business.
our first act. Let's have a big hand for Mark and Durko.
All right.
Comedy team.
How's everybody doing, guys?
Hi,
Cool
Mark.
setup we got going here. I was watching TV in my hotel yesterday, and I was watching one of my favorite shows. It's that show where they go around, catching crabs for an hour, The Bachelor. It's a good one. I like that show because there's always a twist, man. I got an idea for a season of The Bachelor. This is what I'm going to do. Bachelor, full-blown AIDS. The girls have no fucking clue. You would tune in every week for that. Because we can make it a couple different shows. When he starts sleeping with them, we can call it The Deadliest Catch. If he marries one of them, we can call it John and Kate plus AIDS. We can do a 10-year follow-up show called Survivor. Whoever has the highest T-cell count gets the money. I was watching Obama on the news yesterday, too. He was talking about Mexico or something. Man, does he look like shit lately. He's all, like, pale and emaciated, man. He started off like a cool black lawyer, serious. He was like Denzel in Philadelphia. Now he looks more like Tom Hanks at the end of Philadelphia.
Loves AIDS.
It's all about it. Yes. That's the name of your CD, AIDS Medley.
All right, yeah, so, all right, no more AIDS stuff. Let's go.
No, go ahead, do it. His follow-up CD is back in the AZT. Go ahead. Wow. Is it?
That wasn't for him. That was for
Bob Kelly. I
Yes.
fucking
For Bob.
Go ahead, sir. You got at least a
Yeah,
minute.
give
Yeah, I can't really make fun of anybody's appearance. I'm a fucking ugly creep, too. I look like a awkward cross between Prince William and Rocky Dennis from Mask.
I like how you threw in the Prince William part.
Fuck you guys. You guys can laugh after I'm done with that, but I'm getting Prince William in there first. The fucked up thing is I don't have his money or power, just his horse face, so it's not that cool. I mean, look, man, I'm a fucking mess. I'm sweating from a job that has the word standing in the description. All right, I'm gonna leave you with I'll leave you with a little joke before I go. I'm not too good with the girls because all those AIDS jokes and rape jokes, they don't really work over too well. So, I was going to the bar the other day. It doesn't really matter which bar because the story's made up. But, but I didn't want to be a pussy. So, I went over there. I thought I'd talk to a girl. So I found a 10 at the corner of the bar. Looked past her, try to find like a 6 or a 7, so I have a chance. Walk up to her, talking to her for a few minutes. Thought it was going all right. Offer to buy her a drink. You know what this bitch does? Says thank you, gives a drink to her boyfriend. Normally that would piss me off, but it was fucking hilarious watching her boyfriend down that roofie.
Wait, all right, bro. Hold on. Yes, sir. And here's my critique. I thought it was really good, and I think your personal stuff, it is because that's what people remember when you talk about your life and it's personal. Then it's fucking original because you do have a horse face, but you do. I wanted to throw sugar cubes at you while you're up there, but you have nice lips. You should talk about those cock-sucking lips you have.
How do you think I got this fucking show?
Your lips with Rich's lifestyle. See, because you're a queer.
But see, and just from my experience, I think the personal stuff went over really well. It's good. It's some good age stuff. You know what I mean?
But didn't you think though that the roofie thing, guys, just a little hurtful? I thought he was very good.
Yes,
it was funny. It was good. It was funny.
Good
There
job.
was a couple things in there that were
a little pitchy.
A little
dog.
You guys could have really just left it at it was funny. I got all the critique I need.
Really,
hold on, Bobby's got to give his.
That was good.
No. Thank you.
I liked it.
All right, let's move on.
Good job.
I got a plug-in?
Yeah, sure.
Can we just
Comedian Mark on Twitter.
Comedian Mark.
M-A-R-K
Is that
or
K or
C?
C, you motherfucker?
It's a K.
All right.
If Voss is like, is that an M?
I'm not a black guy.
I'm not a black guy.
No, Voss if they asked if it was a K or C for comedian.
All right, boss. Our next comedian.
Oh, okay.
Good job.
You did all right?
I can't wait till
Yeah,
DL
he's good.
Hughley comes in.
Yeah, I'm actually scared of most deaf coming in here, dropping down his comedy rhymes.
He was in the last contest, I think. He was in Washington.
He was in D.C.
That's right.
He was, right?
Yeah. Our next act. Let's have a big hand for Ramon Rivez.
Yes. All right.
Hello.
Hi.
My name's Ramon. I'm from Cleveland, so as you can imagine, I'm unemployed right now. I've been applying for jobs, like even places I know aren't going to be open very long. I applied at this store called Native Kichwa Arts. They sell nothing but Native American stuff. And I gave the guy my resume, and he looked at it. He was like, everything looks pretty good, Mr. Rivas. I just got a quick question for you. What do you know about ancient spirits? And I was like, well, that depends. Do you guys drug test? Because if you do, I'm not going to bother answering. So Best Buy got me to waste a week of my life. No, thank you. I've been living with my sister to save money, and she has a couple kids. And I realized something staying with her. I love the kids very much, but they're growing into little assholes. Like, my niece came home from school the other day. I was like, hey, how's your day? She was like, it was okay. Some girl tried to sit with me at lunch, but I told her she was too ugly and she wasn't allowed. And I looked at her. I was like, Amarisa, you know you're fat, right? Like, she's big.
You don't mind wearing their clothing?
No, not at all. So I'm trying to think of ways to make money. So I've been thinking about writing a Where's Waldo book, but I'm not sure if you're supposed to draw Waldo first and put everything around him, or if you draw everything else and say, all right, now where do I put him now? And like, I smoke so much pot, I think I'm going to forget to put him in a puzzle or two, which has me kind of worried because I don't think you can proofread a Where's Waldo book. The guy will just be like, wow, this one's just really hard. All right. And while I was looking up research for that joke, I found out there's actually a Hispanic version of Where's Waldo called Donde Está Ronaldo. It's a lot easier than Where's Waldo because it's like Donde Está Ronaldo. There he is under the car. Look at that. That was easy. That was fairly obvious. One of my favorite things to do is to try to start trending topics on Twitter, and we started this one, Joanne Fabric slogans. I'm going to do a couple for you before I get out of here. The first one is, Joanne Fabrics, why not make a scarf since you can't make a baby? Joanne Fabrics. That's the first one. I wanted to
Wasn't that
do.
bad?
All right, thank you.
Very critical.
He saved it on the end with his fucking uncomfortable serial killer personality.
What? Yeah.
But I'll mumble to myself.
Very original. I'll say that. The material stuff was very original.
So wasn't that shirt?
Yeah. Would you come here from hunting?
Yeah, gay hunting.
Are you doubling as a picnic table?
Yes.
See, Bobby had it.
Why did you follow it up?
I don't fucking know. It's just you go against the wall. If they stick,
They never stick.
They're not on your back. I like
But I thought it was very original. Some of the jokes were weak, but some were very funny. Your opening joke, you probably shouldn't open with. You should open with something a little harder.
Okay.
But I thought at least it was very original content.
I thought it was good, and you should get clothes that fit.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I think
Work
you
on
should
that.
go
A
as.
little bit.
Yeah, stop trying to be trendy. Stop
Okay.
trying to. Hey, I'm fucking kooky dress. Yeah, just get some good clothes.
He
like-
doesn't know how to dress.
I shop at thrift stores.
yeah, well, shop at the bigger ones.
Yeah.
You want to promote something,
Fucking
sir?
bed
Wait,
bugs.
oh,
Get the
maybe-
fuck out of here.
You're like a Puerto Rican Louis Anderson type character.
You didn't want to promote? You want to promote?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. What soup
I
kitchen will be
produce
at?
a show in Cleveland called Chuckle Fuck, Chuckle FCK. It's a podcast, and I stream the show every Monday night. So if anyone wants
All right, good.
All right,
Okay,
cool.
good
Cool.
job. Thanks,
Good
man.
job, brother.
Way to go, buddy.
You dropped something.
Hey.
Where are you going to be washing dishes? See, that's a Mexican joke.
Came back in. Oh boy. No, it's all good.
Oh, God, he got so...
He's just looking around. Who said that?
Oh, God.
Very uncomfortable. All right, Rich. Who's our next comedian?
Our next act, you might recognize him from earlier. Who said, come on? Did he say
Heckling
it?
the
Everyone
intro
is saying
guy.
it.
The whole
Let's have
audience said
let's have a big hand for Seton Smith.
Oh, Seton, right?
We know him. He did time on one of our virus shows.
Also did time in a few correctional institutions.
So, all right, so I got this ticket, right? First off, I'm not a cop fan, and I realize that's just a black thing, right? White people, you hate cops too, right? Yeah. Like, all right, you ever done dumb things around cops just because you get so nervous around them? Like, you ever had a stop sign and a cop pulls up next to you? You try something really stupid, like try to look safe. You ever tried that before? Like, cop pulls up next to you, you're like. Good job, officer. There's no cocaine back here. I'll tell you that, right? Cop went to my car, right? Gave me a lecture, right? Like, give me a ticket, and then we want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I know I'm in the wrong, right? My girlfriend left me. She wanted to talk about it. But, bitch, I know I cheated on you. I don't want to talk about it, right? So cop went to my car. Was like, you were going 83, sir. Like, he's never seen 83 before, you know? Like, I went Mach 5 on his ass or something, right? You broke the sound barrier, sir. I didn't do that because I didn't want to go to jail. But, man, I would love to say that one thing to shut him up. Just that one thing. You were going 83, sir. Yeah, because I don't drive like a bitch, all right? So, 1 minute. All right, almost kind of sort of funny. Here we go. So I'm 29 now, right? Trying to become an adult, trying to do adult shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, start cleaning my house, right? You know what I mean? Like, I got a futon I got a bed instead of a futon bullshit. You know what I did? I did the most adult thing I've ever done, ever. And that is, I started buying my own cable. You ever tried shit before? I actually bought it, you know what I mean? Like, not that stealing shit. I called Comcast up. I was like, yo, son, let's make this legal. They're like, what are you talking about? And I hung up real quick because I'm afraid of commitment. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why... You know, and I got my own internet now, my own fucking internet. It's wireless. It's called Seton Smith the shit, right? And the password is nigga, right? Because just in case my white friends come over, they can't be like, I can't type this password. You better not type that password, Tom. You better not. Better not see Google on your laptop, motherfucker. All right, I'm done.
That's good, man. That was funny.
They support each other.
And you know what? I have to give him his actual his look.
Yeah.
He could be a star with that.
Got a good look.
The only thing I'd work on, the hair looks like an underwater volcano.
To do comedy right after you saw a ghost makes it fucking almost impossible. But what I thought, okay,
what do you mean?
The hair, boo.
Wow.
What happened? All right, shut up.
Actually hurt.
But here's the thing: what I liked about him, except to the end, and I'll be honest, it was going great because you were doing. But then it's the whole and my white friends. You know, the whole white.
What do you want him to do? He's fucking
He's surrounded
black.
by white people.
What do you want him to do? Go up there and talk?
Because-
Hey,
no,
politics.
No, he's
black.
talking about his. Yeah,
He's
but
got to say the N word at least a couple times.
I didn't
Just to
mind that
represent-
because we all say that.
I got to agree with him on that one.
Actually, Anthony snores that. Ah, nigga, nigga, nigga. Nigga, nigga, nigga.
God damn. Good
I-
job.
I think it was a really good job.
Yeah.
You look good.
Yeah.
You get a lot of good, the fucking outfit and all that
I like
creepy
the shirt.
village
Stop
shit
talking
you're
about
wearing.
his clothes.
Yeah, top of it, I want to. He's a gorgeous
Bobby,
guy.
He was very
But you were
good.
very funny at the
And
end. I
just
think
so
you picked it up at the end.
And just so the people know, he won Car Crash Comedy in Washington. I remember.
Is this the guy that did the O&A show?
And he got to do time in front of one of the virus shows.
He did better than Babiglia. They liked
Who's
him.
Babiglia?
Whatever the fuck his name is.
Stop taking ours out.
He killed in front of our audience
know,
at one
I-
of our shows too. I remember.
A
I
good
just want to make
performer.
sure he knows I
remember.
remember.
No, thank you, man. Thank you.
Stop
very
taking ours out. That's what
Yeah,
Bonnie's
right.
parents said.
Hey, bro, what are you promoting, by the way? Anything?
Oh, yeah, go to my funnyordie.com, Seton Smith, funnyordie.com, Seton Smith. I got a new video up there that I really like that's funny. Seaton Smith.
Are you working?
No, he's
anywhere?
talking to Voss.
He works.
Are you going to be at the Stress Factory this weekend?
No.
You
But
ever play Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant?
Oh
Staten
wait,
Island?
you're in D.C., right?
yeah.
I'm at the Arlington Cinema Draft House next week.
Why don't you have him
I should
come
come
and do a
see you.
spot?
I can't follow that.
Good job, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
He was good.
Yeah. Our last comic, then we got to decide the two finalists.
So far, I'd say Seton is the. He's a good performer, and the material is and the energy.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah. Our next act.
Don't cut me off. If you spend an hour talking about, and I say one nice thing, and you're like, oh yeah, we have to move along.
I'm sorry, I thought you were done. I didn't know.
I'm kidding. Go ahead, producer. Go ahead. Finish.
Actually, Badusa.
Yeah,
Badusa.
Who's your favorite What's Happening character? Eon. So what?
No R's.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't laugh. That was a serious point. All
right,
kidding
okay,
aside.
good. All right, the final comedian there, Rich.
I hate to be our next act who's following our last act. Let's have a big hand for Bill Squire from the Yes. From Yes.
Bill Squire. There you go.
Oh, all right. Thank you. So my name's Bill Squire. I'm getting too fat. That's why I dress like this. I'm not trying to look nice. I'm just trying to hide everything. And I got to wear a tie, or else this button's going to fly off and hit this lady in the face. And that's not a good way to meet women. Like, hey, remember when my button hit you in the face because of my obesity? Would you like anything else of mine to hit you in the face? Like a light kiss, you perverts. And when I go to the grocery store, people ask me where the junk food is. Like, hey, dude, where are the Twinkies? I'm like, it doesn't matter. I have them all. And I got this one friend. He's always trying to help me lose weight. He's like, Bill, losing weight's not hard. All you got to do is watch what you eat. Like, what do you have for breakfast? I'm like, cereal. He's like, how many bowls you have? I'm like, how many bowls are in a box? What kind of milk do you use? Whipped cream. It's really good. It's nice. I have stretch marks.
So do I.
But I like to think of them as stretch marks. I like to pretend that they're tattoos of flames. Just
shit.
If I take my shirt off in public, people are like, "Hey man, who did your tats?" I'm like, "Trans fats."
Look at all the guys that
Yeah, I know.
They know he's killing. They're all fucking have their heads down.
Made them look at their phones.
They're calling their rides.
The fat guy's killing. Not Bob Kelly.
I'm broke.
The whole audience.
I'm broke right now, and I hate being broke, and it's terrible. And fuck. Gotta
give.
Yeah. Give me.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. We interrupted.
Okay,
We got interrupted.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, let him
All
get
right,
it.
I hate being broke because I'm tired of people from India calling me and telling me to pay my credit card bills. If you have that problem, this is how I deal with them, because they'll call me up and they'll be like, "Hello, Mr. Squire, could you please make a payment on your card on this day?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll pay. I'll pay right now. I'll pay every last penny, all the late fees, all the interest, everything right now. If you can say Caterpillar." Caterpillar, damn it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck. It's going to be a rhinoceros. Yeah, thank you.
That was good, man.
Very good.
Yeah. Is that it?
I like it.
I got
Yeah.
more.
Do 10 more minutes.
10 more
Okay.
minutes. All right.
I'm sure you got more, but I think that was time, right?
Yeah, that was it. That was good.
I wouldn't worry about it.
You did great. Bobby should critique him.
Oh, okay.
I think it's good that we interrupted him because that happens in a club.
Yeah.
That's true.
He got a little flustered,
Little
little fucked up, but he pulled it back together.
Yeah.
But it was fucking great.
Yeah, it was good.
Bill's a funny guy.
Yeah,
you
we're
know
good.
him from
And
before
that
this?
fucking stretch. I want to steal that stretch. Dude, I want to steal that from him.
That is
Like
good.
with flames.
Rich, anything?
Trade it for where are we going?
I liked him. It's just he was funny. I fucking liked him.
Right on.
And
Thank you,
you're sitting
Rich.
there, you're laughing. It's early in the morning. This is tough stuff, you know. It's
So,
fucking
what do you want
funny.
to promote there,
Good
bro?
ups- funny
I'll
stuff.
promote my website, BillSquire.com.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
All right. I think we should take a break, decide who the two finalists are going to be, and we'll wrap
Well,
this up.
we got to go with 3 if he's one of them.
Why? Because he's fat.
Oh, wow, boss.
Jesus.
Holy mother of God.
All right, we'll take a quick break.
Be a
We'll
nice
finish Car
person.
Crash Comedy next. Stay there. All right, we're back. Car Crash Comedy live from the Fishbowl. I do believe everyone's having a good time. The medicine woman just walked by. Jane Seymour. Looking pretty fucking hot.
What?
For an old broad?
She just looks like any old mom or grandmother or something.
All right, good point.
All I'm thinking of is getting my
It's Anthony.
Jane Seymour photo. That's all I want to
Oh,
do.
now you're obsessing with
But I want to
getting-
get her and Alan Arkin. I'm dying to get
Alan Arkin's coming in today.
Yeah.
In bed.
Really?
What's that?
Oh.
Anthony,
DM
anything's
right.
old.
And then he looks at his phone
Anybody
like he
with a
wasn't
high school
trying.
education is old to him.
Jesus.
And smart.
DM rate 71. Go fuck yourself. So we're gonna bring them all back in.
What's
We're
the
gonna
matter,
bring-
Rich?
You all right, Rich?
Yeah, these fucking tweets. These fucking.
Just block them. That's the best thing. Just
Why
block
are you
them.
paying attention to that?
Because you got to pay attention to your fan. What?
You'll lose them.
Fuck.
I love blocking them. You type something to them,
Oh,
they read it,
dude, that's
and then
exactly
block
what
them,
it
and they
is.
can't get to you.
Yeah, you give him a private message too, so he doesn't even get the satisfaction of being retweeted. You just send him a private message like "fuck your mother's asshole" and "your father sucks your cock" and shit like that, and then block.
That's it.
It's great. Fuck you.
And then they took like an hour and a half, told their friends their little tweet. How's this one? You should say, all right, boom, I'm going to send it. Hit send, blocked, boo. I got to a
It's
fucking.
the little pleasures in life.
I got to a huge fight with like a 9-year-old on Xbox Live.
Oh, really?
Fucking this kid was wasting me too. He's just laughing at
Call of
me,
Duty?
calling my mother a cunt, and I was just getting angry. I'm like, my mother's not a cunt.
You cunt.
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You know what, though?
All right, let's bring the finalists in.
Let's bring them all in. Let's have a big hand for.
Paul got cut off.
I argue with them sometimes.
no, they gotta come in.
say no, and I
A big
say
hand.
yes.
Shut up, boss.
You know,
I know, but he's trying to fucking talk.
You're trampling everybody, horse teeth. I can't say nothing without you trampling it. Now don't look at me expectantly. That stupid look on your face.
It's the only one he's got.
Exactly. Eat an apple out of my palm.
That's what he was saying to the waiter last night.
Yeah. I used to fuck him when he was a baby. Yeah, I'd put my hands on your tummy and you'd yell, my ribs, my ribs.
So uncomfortable.
Just creepy.
Yeah.
Very creepy.
Can you put your headphones on?
Yeah,
Speaking of
balls in
creepy,
their headphones.
look at this fucking lineup.
Yeah, there you go.
The black guy did it. That's him. That's him.
Yes. Depends on what the crime is, really.
Yes.
If a child has been molested, it's the guy in the red.
Yeah. If there was a gay store robbed, it's the guy in the fucking red too.
Oops.
I just barely got that out.
If someone took the outfit off Rodney Dangerfield's corpse, it's the guy on the end.
Yeah.
Or if a buffet was molested.
Yeah.
How many times are you going to use that line?
I haven't used that at
in
least
fucking
a
8
year.
minutes. You shut up.
I didn't say molest.
Shut up, buffet
All right.
molester.
All right, do it again. Do it in one of your characters. Anyhow, folks.
All right, how's this one?
or I'll do it in this, which is either Chip or Voss. It's up to you to decide.
I like that one.
I'm dodging it. What are you, molest buffets or something? I got a dryer door.
How long has it been since you did those jokes?
Oh well,
The dryer door.
The dryer door I still do, but it's washing machine door,
Why?
not dryer. Huh? Because
dryer's kind of.
Yeah, you can say it better.
Washing machine. That's got it.
Dryer door is funnier than washing machine.
Especially- Really?
Why don't you just do revolving door at the airport? Dryer door is funnier.
Okay, I'll do.
What was that?
That wasn't me. I scraped against my little thing.
All right.
Oh.
We really wanna,
God love you. Thought you were.
We want to do the fart mask before.
I know. I don't have anything going. Like the minute you put me on the spot, my fucking anus
Maybe
just
someone
clenched
out there. Would you take a fart from a listener?
Oh.
Fat guy's got one.
Got one?
Bobby, fat guy's got one.
Which
fat guy's
wait a
got
minute,
one?
which fat guy?
The guy that's in the contest.
Oh, all right. Well, there's two of them.
On your face.
This is our fart mask.
I've never seen
Yeah.
this.
Wait. Don't
It's
do anything.
hilarious. Bobby might puke. Hold on.
Oh, jeez. Hold it in.
Hold it in. Hold it, Bob.
Just
put the
keep,
mask on.
It's very hard to keep it right at the exit. You're like,
Bob, put the mask on. Hold on.
Put the mask on. Keep it on. Don't pull it away.
Okay.
Don't pull it away.
I'm not gonna, you cunt.
It was silent, but.
Now breathe it deep.
Leave it
Bobby.
there. Leave it there.
Breathe deep.
Now breathe deep in your nose. Deep through the nose.
Oh, my fucking ribs. That was so fucking interesting.
That's what I said.
It's just, it's almost like drinking a fine wine or a cigar. You can smell
so much more of
the different fusions of a fart. That was kind of nutty with a hint of chocolate and like old pizza.
It's pinkberry and whiskey.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
I want one of those.
It really does make a fart much more interesting. Yes,
Fucking
yes.
crazy.
Holy shit.
Seaton hid in the corner. Do you not like vomit? You can't handle people puking?
Hell no, right?
That just freaked me the fuck out. That's all it is. And they started throwing up. It just got really sad. I was like, I've seen my mother, like my father was beating my mother all of a sudden. I just want to go in the corner.
White guy's crazy.
Hey, you were good in DC Cab.
Oh, but
That was good.
Of course it was good. It was a good Charlie Barnett reference. These kids don't know who he is.
These kids. Who, Mike?
all right, Rich, let's do this.
First of all,
We got
let's
the
have
four guys that were in the finals.
Let's have a big hand for everybody because
Of course.
Rich, knock the guys out.
unfortunately we can't keep all four. Two of you have to leave, and you probably know who you are.
Oh shit.
Okay, so far. Okay,
we
here's
should
what I
ask
think.
who. If you think you're not making it, raise your hand.
Wow. They are all confident. All very confident.
Two of you are in denial.
Two of you have shitty instincts.
No, but it
You're
really,
delusional.
It really wasn't. No,
No, they
nobody
were
was
all
that,
good,
that
yeah.
much. No one stood out.
Yeah, no one
badly.
bombed, like-
It's like
Yeah.
it was not easy. There were two we thought were a little more obvious. But
Yeah, two. You guys were all funny.
Definitely better than the cab drivers that came in earlier. Okay, first of all, Seton Smith, come forward.
You didn't make it.
Okay.
What the fuck are you laughing at? No, seriously.
Bill Squire, Bill Squire, come forward. Okay. Now the two that made it can't see the two that are behind them.
and is every good cop buddy movie.
Holy shit. Oh, God, that's funny. Holy shit.
Mark and Ramon, you guys were great, and
Yes.
everybody can't win. One of these fucks is leaving too, but you two are leaving before him. But you guys did great jobs. You really did.
Yeah, you
This
had to
was
give
fucking.
material.
So we got our finalists.
So, Ramon, enjoy that long ride back to Cleveland.
man.
Are you driving with him?
No, I'm staying for a couple of days and hanging out in the city and then going back.
All right.
Can I plug my Twitter real quick?
No, you lost. Go.
At Ramon Rivas II. Thank you.
Good job, you guys.
Take it
Good
easy.
job, both of you guys. You did good, man.
Absolutely.
That fucking Prince William mask joke was
that is funny.
That was probably my favorite joke of the
Yeah.
night. There was a bunch of good ones, but that Prince William mask joke was fucking great.
Should've
Can we
told
just
him
look at him as
He's bummed now. You should
Yeah.
have
No,
said that
yeah.
to his face.
Can you just
Somebody
look
go
at
tell
him? Hey, bring it.
All right, guys, get ready for WowWare. WowWare coming up on Little Miss Perfect.
Now you guys have to do
No one watches that except me.
Exactly. Wow. You're the only one that takes a Cialis and watches that show.
I don't need Cialis when I watch that show.
Sure, you need saltpeter.
Sometimes they look so perfect.
What are they got to do? A half an hour each now?
yeah, that'll work.
How the hell are we doing
Do
it
they
now?
do more
Whatever
time? What do they do?
Whatever gets us to 10
Two more minutes from each guy, I believe. You
All right,
guys-
which guy's going to go first? You want to do
Flip
rock,
a
paper,
coin-
scissors?
Flip a coin or the superior race will pick.
Oh, shit.
You can't say you're part of the superior race if you can't say the word superior. What's a superior race?
Flip a coin and make
Yeah,
sure
we're
the
gonna-
black guy doesn't steal it.
Oh, Bobby.
Oh, really?
I think Bill should call
Okay, let's do this.
in the air whenever you're ready. There.
Jesus.
It is tails, my friend. What's
You'll
up?
go second?
No, he wants the
You're gonna
headline.
follow up.
Look at that.
Wow, good call, you fucking schemer.
All right.
This is Seaton.
Can we introduce? Wait, let's introduce him again and get
Yeah,
him
we
pumped
gotta
up.
get the energy
Yeah,
going.
come back in the room, dude. Go step up and come. Like, go over there and we'll introduce you again. Rich will introduce you.
Right.
Folks, we are now down to our finals. Are you ready for our final two acts? This next guy was amazing in the semifinals. Let's have a big hand for Seaton Smith.
Song.
I gotta make an apology right now because I use the N word way too fucking much. Like I use it a lot. Like, do you remember when you were kids and and your parents were around and you used to just curse yourself like a little bit because you knew it was wrong? Like you'd be like shit, 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 right? Like every time I swear to God, when I'm in my car, I get alone. I know it's wrong. I look around, I'm like nigga, 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 nigga. Like it's so bad. Like it sounds like a clan meeting in my car. Like I took it to a higher, more immature level. Do y'all remember this game called Zelda? Yeah. Do you remember the beginning of Zelda where you could name your own character? Well, I named my character nigga, right? Which was hilarious to me because now wherever I go in this magical, mystical world where there's talking dragons, talking elves, and talking trees, somebody's calling me a nigga. And that is funny to me, all right? Right? I walk into a dungeon and an elf will fly out of the floor like, nigga! Take this master sword! And I'm like, no. I ain't taking no master sword. There's a Zelda plantation around here right now. I'll be picking magic cotton. Fuck out of here, right? All right. One more joke. Here we go. I'm gonna say this. I don't want to do the black joke, but fuck it. Here we go. I'm ignorant. I was watching the Spelling Bee. Anybody seen the Spelling Bee before? It's amazing. It's fucking. If you ever watch it, it's amazing. I think it's too easy. We can make it harder. Here we go. We have the same Spelling Bee, but we have the advanced round, and we call it the Black Spelling Bee. Okay? Where they have to spell black kids' names. You know how scared that child will be when I say that first word? And for your first word, Yarnikisha. Fuck. Can you use that word in a sentence, please? Yarnikisha, you better bring your black ass in this house. Yarnikisha, before I take the black off your ass. Yarnikisha. Okay. Can you tell me the root of the word? Maybe the country of origin? The country of origin? Shit. Here we go. Country of origin. The Rhythm Nation? That's the best I can do. Rhythm Nation, that's Janet Jackson's best album, I think, before the titty. All right, here we go. I'm going to try to spell it. Y-H-A-R capital N underscore parentheses at yahoo.com. You are correct. Fuck, that was funny. All right, that's 2 minutes?
Good job.
Why are you looking at me
Confusing.
expectantly?
Rich, you've been the host the whole time.
When
What's
somebody
wrong with
holds
you?
a mic to their mouth, I think they're going to say something. It's
Oh,
like cock.
how about this? Die.
I thought you guys were going to say something.
No, we're gonna.
No,
we're
we wait
bring
until
on
they're
the
both
next
done.
guy.
Yeah, man. We don't want to like
Fucking
sway
blithering.
anyone.
Introduce him, you jackass.
Okay, fuck off. Fuck off. What? Let's have, I don't know. Let's have a big hand. Bill Squire, folks.
All right. Thank you again. Thank you. I'm married, and I like being married because I don't have to worry about ladies anymore. Not that it was ever really a problem, but it's nice because they just do things that drive me crazy. Like, ladies, I'm tired of you thinking just because a guy is talking to you that he's hitting on you. It's like, I'm a nice guy. I like to talk to people. And after a show a few weeks ago, I got these two ladies. I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're like, married and married. And I was like, rapist. So it doesn't matter. It's gonna happen. What kind of car do you drive? Just kidding, I already know. And have you ever wanted to punch someone in the face really bad, but you can't because they're a child? I actually have a wife, and she has 3 kids from a previous marriage, and that's why I wrote that joke. And they say things that you can never be ready for. Like the other day, we're driving around. From the back seat, I hear one of the girls yell, "Jay keeps digging in her winky." I can't unhear that. That's in my brain forever. And there's so many things wrong with that statement. Because first of all, she called her out by name. She didn't want there to be any confusion as to who the culprit was. Second, she said keeps. Meaning she gave her a couple chances to get it out of her system, followed by digging in, not around or amongst, her winky, which I guess is what they call a vagina. I don't know why. Perhaps because it looks like a single eye closed, turned sideways. Just my hunch based on the visual, right? Then my favorite part of this whole exchange is she wasn't even embarrassed or ashamed. She was just like, only sometimes. And I like 3 girls, right? And I think it's easier to raise boys than it is to raise girls because boys are going to do dumb shit no matter how good a parent you are. Like, I had amazing parents. But I still stuck my dick in a vacuum cleaner once. Yeah, if you ever do that, use the hose, not the spinny part. Yes. Just a little tip. It is now. There you go. All right. Thank you very much.
Stiff competition.
I don't like the black guy's like, I think you got it, man. I think he's trying to psych himself out.
Ah, shit.
No, hey, you don't know, dude. Well,
no, because they're both
you don't
great.
know.
It's so hard to fucking judge.
Speak.
Because
Fucking Norton is all over you.
Red phosphorus.
No, because
Every time.
they're both fucking 10s. They're 2 different styles, but they both had 10s. You know what I mean? So it's hard. It's up to the
judges.
Host. Yeah,
You
the
want
host.
the judges get
Not
dummy?
anymore.
I will say this. I say this.
Judges,
I'm not a judge
They,
anymore. I'm a host.
they both did really well. Seaton, your last joke didn't get what you wanted at the very end of it. It's a good joke though, but I think the ending of it probably should be tightened a little bit. And the only criticism I have was that you did a lot of just black material, and it's like, as a comic, I know it's tough in 2 minutes in an all white crowd, but there's other things you talk about as a comedian too. But that's not. It's I'm not saying it wasn't funny. It was funny. It was good. My personal thing is I would have said, what country is that? What country of origin? I probably would have said Detroit, but or named a city.
That's pretty funny.
He named a city in Baltimore, but it was still a good set. I felt that Bill, your set was stronger at the end. I felt it was more consistent all the way through. I hate to word it like that, but Seaton was very funny.
Jimmy.
Yeah, giant Reservoir Dog suit. I thought you were really good.
Yes. Yeah, Reservoir Elephants.
I thought, he had a stronger set. Again, the black stuff. I love hearing nigger anytime. So I enjoyed
feel like there's
that.
a crowd for it.
That's why yeah.
Normally I do relationship shit if I'm doing
I
Montreal,
know.
but here's
I
like,
hear
hey,
you.
nigga is
And
the
I'm
crowd.
like, I yell that out in my car too.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, in your driveway alone.
This is literally Opie and Anthony fucking demographic, And I thought,
exactly.
But the spelling bee joke is really good. It's not predictable. You don't see where it's going. I mean, it's a funny joke.
I got a relationship. I got fucking jokes.
Well, you should have done them too late.
I know.
Yeah, you did. Now
learn from it. Shut up. Listen.
I'm shutting up.
I'm kidding.
I
No,
will.
dude, you did great. I agree with. I mean, the one good thing that Bill did is he came in with fat jokes and then he went to something else on the second half.
Yeah.
Yes,
and that's
rape.
what you should. Which is fantastic. I love fat David Letterman. I think you did good, man. I think you both did really good. But I think Bill, you came in, you switched it up a little bit. You did a bunch of different jokes that were funny too, original. I never heard that shit before. Yeah. And I got some good fat jokes.
And you know me. You saw me 5 years ago when I opened you for the Cleveland Improv. And
calm down, early beard.
I know.
You're not a lot better. I mean, you're kind of the same. But as far as this competition goes, you did good. But you both were funny. You that spelling bee joke was hilarious. You know.
Oh, thank you.
They're both star quality. I mean, they both
shut up.
I'm trying to be nice.
Jesus. Bobby's doing just fine.
Can you get
Both
Bobby back
star
in the
quality.
improv?
Can you get Bobby?
Probably easier to get Seaton in there. It's pretty black over there. I mean, if you
it is.
It is. Yeah,
No.
Bobby
By
knows.
getting Bobby in the improv, he meant could you butter the doors? Sorry, Bob. I was implying you're heavy.
They got a freight entrance.
I don't think that's heavy. Yeah, the one you use. I don't think that's heavy. I
think we're giving it to Bill, huh?
Yeah, I think
Sounds
so.
like.
Are you
I don't
agreeing
know.
with
Let's-
Like,
Yeah, I agree with what you guys. What did the crowd think?
oh boy.
Well, you want to do that?
All you guys who thought Bill was the one. Bill? And wait a minute, black guy? No, even the black guy didn't vote for you.
And the one guy that likes Seaton.
I think we got to give it to Bill.
We have to give it to Bill.
I think Bill has won Car Crash Comedy today, man.
Bill Squire.
Brought to you by the Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa. Visit theborgata.com. What does he win? Do you even know?
Nothing.
Travis, what did he win, Travis?
Bill wins $2,000.
Holy fuck.
No, he doesn't. Yes, he does.
No shit. Fuck it. Give it to the black guy.
He'll get it on the way out.
I'd love to go outside and see Fatso stabbed in the gut.
And by fatso, you mean yourself? I'm sorry, Bob. I didn't mean that.
Oh, damn. $2,000. That's nice.
$2,000 and the chance to appear on stage at the Borgata.
Right. With who?
Wonderful.
To be determined.
They have they have
That
shows
means
there all
it's
the time.
never going to happen.
Oh, shit.
Best hotel in Atlantic City. You'll like it there, man.
Why don't we talk to Seaton for a second? You can plug Seaton on Twitter and whatever else.
Yeah, just follow Seaton Smith Twitter, my website SeatonSmith.com, and Facebook Seaton Smith. Right. And fucking check my fucking Funny or Die. I got some great videos. Check that shit out, please.
And we
all
know
right?
what your name is on Warcraft, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right, cool.
Really funny, brother.
Bill,
Real
what's
funny.
up?
Good job, man.
And Bill, the winner of Car Crash Comedy.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Say whatever you want, brother.
What was that?
What are you going to do with the $2,000?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think he's going to do?
I'll probably go to. I was going to say
He's going to make one trip to Wendy's.
He'll spend $1,971.
Oh, Chip.
Chip.
Fucking Chip. Love when Bobby says that.
And he really.
I don't know. I just probably hang on to it because it's this business is feast or famine. And
Well,
that was
you know what side you
I like
fall
to
on.
set myself up. I like to. I won now. I don't have to be funny anymore.
Recount.
I'm having a try.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I don't know. Maybe I'll throw a show. Have Voss come out and feature for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
The only way you could follow me is if we were going downhill.
Where are we going? Hello, where are we going?
You should have said uphill, because you would get uphill first before the fat
Oh,
guy.
he can follow
Downhill,
me.
he'd roll in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Rich is just
You said
defeated.
100% the wrong thing.
No, I said the only way he can follow me is to keep up with me is going downhill.
No, you said follow you, but if he was going downhill, he's fat, he'd roll ahead of you. Going uphill, you'd
I'm
be
quick
first.
going down. How quick do you know I?
Nah, forget
I
it.
go downhill. Fuck.
Exactly,
Look
your
at my
career.
career.
So
Are
you're
you
gonna
gonna
give
throw Seaton like a couple hundred, for a fucking.
Fuck no.
Oh,
what about your wife? Your wife has kids from another marriage,
Right, yeah.
Are they going to see any of that money?
Yeah, they'll probably actually see most of it. I don't really,
You have to pay more?
I treat them like my own kids. I'm a good guy like that. I'm a sweet boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at this.
Get out.
Look at this. Oh, I know. I lost all the
You look
fans
like
I just made.
You look like a fucking big lollipop, sucker. Wow.
I wish we
Was
had
that Billy
one
the
now.
Bass Man?
Where are we going? Where are we going?
I thought Bob was just getting hungry.
I was hoping you would do some Billy the Bass
I
Man
could.
today.
I don't know if people want to see it.
We could finish up with Billy the Bass Man. You got anything?
Of course, it's Billy the Bass Man, but he's going to be introduced.
You want to? Why don't you leave and come back in?
No, because
Will you stop fucking shaking your iPhone because you have that feature? We all hate watching you.
What
do
is
that.
it? What's the feature?
He's got the shake the shuffle thing on his iPhone, so he does that. It moves.
You don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
No,
yes,
you
I
don't.
do.
I'm actually doing something on my iPhone, and then
Really, I hope it's writing a suicide note.
You can't give Jim more than 30
No,
seconds.
no.
You give him, you got to fucking have something. I had nothing.
You're
to
either fat, you're killing yourself, you're a
or
dumb
you're
Jew.
dying of AIDS, or you're slipping in AIDS.
You guys want to?
T-shirts? Hey, why don't we all?
No. I want to ask these guys if they want to see Billy the Bass Man for a minute.
Where are we going? How y'all doing out there? Where we going? I'll tell you where we're going. We're going to Funnyville right now. Never. Let me tell you something here. Let me tell you something now. That was a good comedy show from those two young snipper snappers. Where we going? Where we going? Never hit a man with glasses. What? Hit him with a baseball bat. Where we going? We're going. No, I tell you, we're going to the next joke, you little cocksucker. How is it? One careless match can start a forest fire, but it takes a whole box to start a campfire. Where we going? Where we going is right, goddamn. Where we're going, I tell you where we're going. We'll go right to this fucking joke right here. When you go into a court, you are putting your fate into the hands of another man.
And he just ripped the iPhone out of Bobby's
Tell
hand
you this right
with
now,
all the
that
jokes.
don't matter because I got fucking jokes.
Oh,
You hear about the man that got his left arm and left leg ripped off? He was all right. Where we going?
Bobby the Bass Man.
That's all I
Billy the
got.
Bass Man. Oh, shit. Bobby Kelly.
I got one more, you guys. I tell you this, I actually bought a washing machine door. Where we going?
Billy the Bass Man, everyone.
Bass Man, yeah. All right.
Let's start our weekend, huh?
Yes.
Jimmy, where are you going to be, brother?
I'll be at the Montclair Wellmont Theater Saturday night only, and then next week, Cobb's, San Francisco. Voss will be at the Stress Factory tonight and tomorrow, and then next week, where?
The Arlington Cinema Draft House in Arlington, Virginia.
All right, and Bobby will be at Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant. Tonight, Bob, or just tomorrow?
Tonight, Uncle Vinny's 8 o'clock show, Point Pleasant. Tomorrow night, Uncle Vinny's in Staten Island.
And you guys have any gigs coming up, Seton or Bill?
The winner of Car Crash Comedy. Bill, go ahead.
Yeah, next week I'll be at the Richmond, Virginia Funny Bone with Biff from Back to the Future.
Boo.
Oh, wow.
No, he's actually funny.
I'm doing a bunch of colleges now, so I fucking don't
But
matter.
you won't see any of these people.
Not at all.
If I could plug my Twitter, Bill_Squire on Twitter.
Okay.
Oh, and next week, Bonnie is also on a special appearance by Bonnie, who doesn't go on the road anymore. So it's 2 headliners next week.
What?
Who's she bringing?
You're acting like she made a career choice. She has a baby.
Exactly.
Let's go home. Thanks, guys, for joining us for Car Crash Comedy. Have a great weekend.